Look at that, folks. We are back with some Alien RPG. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. We finally got the whole crew back on camera. Everybody's back in the U.S. for better or worse, I suppose. But we are back, and we are ready to rock. So, you're joining us for episode 46 of our Frontier War campaign as we dive into part 4 of the Siege of Lamont Station Prime. But before we dive into that, let us hear from all of our listeners. Or not listeners, our players. That's it. So, back from his vacation and back on camera, we'll start it off with Scaarr, who has returned to the fray. How are you today? Thanks for the subscription, Bunnilla. Appreciate that.
I am playing Private First Class Eoin O'Connell. And I just murked a bunch of frickin' Wayu commandos, so I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I think we wiped the floor with those guys, if I remember correctly. Or at least I did.
I think you have 1 health.
No,
as does Cruz,
well.
as does Thrace, as does Tagar, and Reed has looks like 2 health. Wipe the floors a bit strong.
No one's dead. No one's dead, so you know.
Okay.
That's always a win in this game if there's no character death, right?
That's true.
Very true. But yeah, I'm starting to plan out some things and getting prepped for Gen Con, which I'm excited for. We got a couple more months, a little bit more than that, and started doing some in-person sessions with the one shot I'm going to be doing that have gone really, really well, and
cool.
Yeah, just getting excited and nervous for that since I haven't done this ever, running games for strangers. So we'll see how that pans out.
Not only for strangers, for money too.
Yeah, that's true.
Double stress.
Yeah, well, I'll just have a flask of whiskey, I guess. That'll be fine.
I mean, you could have a little flask and be in character, right? You know.
Yeah, I'll tell him it's apple juice or something.
Or he could be like my buddy Ernie, who he's got one of those backpacks that has like the water thing inside with the straw, and he just
Camelback
continually fills it with like booze and soda throughout the day. Yeah.
That's next level right there.
Yeah,
dedication.
It is.
That is competitive alcoholism. It's ranked.
All right, Sean, how are you? Also back in the U.S.
Yeah, I tried to stay. They would not let me. They told me I had to come back.
I'm surprised they let you back in, though, to be honest, with all that's going on.
Oh, customs was crazy easy. It was like they just had like a thing, took my picture, and I walked through.
Oh.
And that was coming into the U.S. Going into Mexico, they had me press a button. It turned green, and they just waved me through. Didn't even like look at my passport. I was like, okay. And like I brought medication, and I was doing research, and I was like, you have to get a letter from your doctor. It has to be in a little case. It has to have everything else. It's like,
they don't give a shit.
No, they don't.
Yeah. I don't want to, not to digress too much, but I went all the way to Mexico and back and got stopped by our customs because the entire time I had an invalid passport. The entire time. Mexico did not give a shit.
We just want your money.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about my last name, so I'm gonna stay on this side of the border for now.
Not a bad call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm back. I'm ready to play some aliens. Doing good. And Cruz has 1 HP because, in his opinion, we did not wipe the floor with those guys last time. We came real close to a TPK. But he's got a fancy new storm rifle that he wants to use, so that's cool.
Yeah, I've been playing through Dark Descent again, doing a little more achievement hunting, and I cranked up the difficulty. And the Cerberus squad is almost max level. They're almost level 15. Cruz is 14. He's the highest level. Everybody else is like 13 right now.
Oh yeah, feels good.
And I rewarded Cruz with the plasma rifle.
Oh yeah,
Since I think he's one of the better shots in the squad. So yeah.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Well, good to hear that. Game Cruise is just like other game crews.
Yeah. We somehow have to get either you or O'Connell to get a second prosthesis, though, so I can unlock the hidden achievement. So There might be some intentional injury farming before we end the campaign.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Dick move, but okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. What
Take off a
happens.
foot.
Yeah. Adam, how are you? What's going on the West Coast these days?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's boiling hot. It's only 100 degrees right now, so I'm like in the middle of melting myself. But that's about it on the east west coast here. But I finally officially moved into the new place. No more moving.
Nice.
Hopefully not for a while. And I got like a fun next 2 weeks of court. They got jury duty on the 19th, and then I got subpoenaed as a witness for next week.
Oh wow.
What?
So that's gonna be fun.
Are we allowed to talk about it? Like, what's the deal?
Well, we can talk off stream about it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. You can't just dangle that in front of us.
Yeah, I'll give it a
It'll be
little
fun.
tease.
Fucking curious now.
Everybody log off.
2 hours. Yeah.
Stop
Get
the
rid of Jerry.
stream.
Yeah, stop being witness to all these crimes, bro.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, stop existing.
Honestly, you just walk outside in LA and it's like you witness like
I
10
was
crimes
gonna
going on at
say,
once.
this crime just happened right now when we started the stream, so yeah.
Someone just got stabbed outside my door.
Subpoenas in the mail, bro. We'll see you next week. Finally, our squad leader, Eric. Welcome back.
Still, Tagar still hanging in there. It was a close call for all of us. I think we're gonna hit 100 degrees next week, so coming quick over here too. I don't know if there's anything else going on over here.
We love that 100-degree weather.
I'm a fan. Yeah, not too much. I'm playing in the Dallas Open. Games Workshop is hosting an event, a horse heresy event here in Texas.
Very cool.
Memorial Day weekend.
Games Workshop.
So
still
I
hosts
will be
events?
I'll be playing in that.
Hmm.
So I'm going through my models right now to see if I can pull out some of the ones that have like obvious 3D printed parts. But I think they're a little bit strict on their what you can use in their tournaments.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, getting ready for that.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Well, I am your host and game mother for tonight, the Great Unclean One. What's been going on in my neck of the woods? Still cranking on some painting for some Walking Dead miniatures for Gen Con. We got our GM badges assigned this week, so we're looking forward to that in a few months. Alien RPD Evolved Edition. The PDF just dropped this week. Haven't had a chance to really read through it yet, but that's exciting. So we got the PDFs for the core rulebook, Rapture Protocol, the new cinematic scenario, and the new starter set, or updated starter set, I should say. So we'll check that out. But I don't think we're going to dive into that until I actually have the Foundry modules and the physical books in my hand. I like having the final product, and I'm sure some other shows will probably jump on that ASAP. But I like to have all the finished stuff, especially if we're going to do it online. I want to have the art pieces and the maps and stuff like that. So maybe paint up the models too. Who knows? Maybe we'll do an actual in-person stream. How about that?
Ooh.
I'll be down for that. I should be getting them too.
Yeah. Maybe we could do something. Well, we won't have that stuff by time for Gen Con, but that would be cool. Anyway, yeah, not a whole lot else going on here. I joined a gym, CrossFit gym. I've been doing that for the last 3-4 weeks. So.
Oh yeah, how's that been? I know you signed up for the classes, right? For the month to try.
Yeah. So I did the first month, and I'm hoping I can continue the subscription with a longer subscription. We'll see. But I think I have one more week on the first month, and I like it, man. Yeah, everybody's very friendly. The coaches are awesome, and I feel really good after going through a class. I feel like I've actually accomplished something. So I think it's good for my mental health. So, and now that I've got a set schedule, I've been going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm not dead the next day. I can actually still function. So when I did 2 days in a row, that was a bad idea. Very bad idea. So.
And plus with CrossFit too, it's like I know it's more prone to injuring because it's more of like a weird fluid motion than it is just a standard kind of pump.
Yeah, we were doing cleans yesterday, which is where you flip the barbell up, from the down position up to like this,
right?
And, like overhead presses and stuff. So, a lot of cool stuff like that. Anywho, let's get back to this because we have all been chomping at the bit as we dive back into Lamont Station here. So last we left, the group had recovered from their first encounter with these commandos that you guys had met back at Denali Station, where they had the upper hand. And after wiping out half the squad, you made your way to the command center. You had rescued a secretary out of the office where the Secretary of Defense works, one of her admin secretaries, who explained that if you get to the command center, you might be able to access the PDAT or the PDT database and maybe find the SecDef that way. So you made your way to the command center, and inside you found it was a bloodbath. Obviously, the people here had kind of made a last stand, and all of them were dead. You then made your way into the flight control tower, where you went to go activate the defensive turrets to try to help the fleet against Vaughn's fleet. Unfortunately, you did not spot a biodrone that was curled up in the corner stalking you guys, and it attacked. And this is while you guys were split up, because I think half the squad was in the other room in the command center, messing with the dead body that was on the big sector map, in which Chestburster, that was hiding inside and chowing down on the remains of that body, popped out at Reed. But Cruz was ready and managed to snipe it before it did anything. Although I did think a little bit of acid splashed on you, because it was like pretty much right on top of you. But he stopped it from ripping out your throat, so that was good. And then Thrace, Tagar, and O'Connell managed to put down the biodrone. You guys activated the defensive guns and then started exploring the command center. You managed to... O'Connell managed to hack into the system, overcoming some pretty extreme security to get access to the PDTs and to the security cameras throughout the base. You had determined there are still, a couple dozen people alive on the station, it seems. Although whether they are cocooned or hiding or unconscious, you're not sure. But they are scattered throughout the station. And you did indeed find Secretary De la Cruz's PDT emanating from G, which is the corporate sector. It's actually corporate, I think it's a corporate briefing room. That's what it's labeled as. Let me see here. Corporate lecture hall. That whole wing, F and G, is like the corporate section of the base. So she's in there, apparently. At least her PDT is. So unless it's been ripped out of her body, then she's probably there too. And then, scrolling through the security cameras, you had discovered that the rest of the commando squad was moving through the base, and you just caught them as they were turning the corner, making their way down the hallway towards the command center where you guys were. And a deadly fight ensued, where the commander made his presence with a sick Weyland-Yutani storm rifle, and one hell of a fight went off, which saw you guys basically all dropped to 1 health. And were it not for some very good planning, at least in trying to swap initiative, and some target priority, and then the commandos kind of choking in the end of that fight as their stress finally started to cause them to falter. you guys emerged victorious, but you are beaten, bloody, heavily injured, but you have slain the rest of the commandos, it seems, including their commander, and you have begun to pilfer and loot all their cool gear. So I believe that is where we will begin, unless I have missed anything. Looking at you, Sean, because you're the old reliable note taker.
No, that's pretty much it.
As demonstrated last night in Drowned Dragon.
Yeah, that was pretty top-notch Sean action.
Wait,
It was
important.
quick too. Like you somehow were able to scan through months of notes and found that from long time ago. Pretty impressive, Sean.
Thanks.
I think he should get a fortune point personally, but
A fate. I would like a fate point for that, please. To give back the one that was wasted.
I can't be that generous, man, but, you know.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, when the Vargulf attacks next month, it won't target you, even though you're the one it snuck up on.
I appreciate that.
I won't die. I won't kill you as quickly as the others for being a good player.
I'll give you a chance to run away and flee like a smart Warhammer player.
You can take some more notes while I kill the others.
It is now disemboweling Matt. Check.
Very grisly. Oh, lots of splatter.
Oh, wow, I didn't know there were that many entrails inside an elf. Anyway, why don't we dive back in here then? So, the smoke is beginning to dissipate, although it is still filling the room. The outer airlock room is a smoldering ruin where Reed fired off a couple incendiary grenades with the grenade launcher. It's just a fucking mess in here. The place is riddled with bullets and bodies and blood, and bullet casings are everywhere. Thrace looks completely in like shock and disbelief at what just happened, and all of you just wish you could like fucking go to sleep right now because you are all battered and wounded and tired and exhausted. And I imagine your stress is probably starting to creep up a little bit too.
Smidge. Not as bad.
A little bit.
I'm actually doing pretty good on stress.
Thrace is sitting at 3 right now, so she's okay. So
Same.
5.
Yeah,
and
5.
4.
Well, we'll start there. What do you all decide to do?
I know we discussed what they had on their bodies. Did they happen to have any medkits, extra ones?
Let me check.
Rookies.
I don't know. I would like to get a heal in.
Looks like they all do except the guy with the riot shield.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Cruz, you want to patch us all up?
1, 2,
Yeah, I guess I'll
4.
grab a med kit and hit. I guess we'll start with Tagar.
You got the storm rifle, right, Cruz?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You really care.
Oh, Dandrel, welcome to the chat, buddy.
All right, you get 2 HP back, Tagar.
Our good friend from Sweden. It's probably what, 3, 4 in the morning right now for you, I would guess.
I'll do O'Connell.
Oh,
O'Connell, you get a lot back.
whoa!
Oh!
7 successes. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take
let's
that.
see.
That puts me at full health. Thank you very much, Cruz.
How many?
Feel great. I just
How
got
much
shot
HP
a
do
lot,
you have?
but all of a sudden I feel great.
Yeah, who need?
I have 6 total. I was at 1 of 6.
Okay, so you needed 5.
Who needs Ogata when you have Cruz?
I'll bank 2 of those successes for later.
Yeah, I bet you will.
That was for previous.
I'm sorry. All right, Reed.
Damn, 4 in the morning. You are a champ. Thanks for joining us, man. Oh, that's really good. Still keep it together, though.
Yeah, you get 3 back.
All right, I'm at 5.
How many medkits are there?
6.
Okay.
So we can bag 2 of them, or actually no.
Well,
Yeah,
I need
Thrace.
some in Thrace. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
we
well-
use them.
We'll help Thrace.
I was looking up how you say hello in Swedish, and it's just hey. Hey.
Wow.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. How much HP Thrace got? 5?
She has a total of 5.
Okay. I'll bank that last one. Got 3 banked, and I'll try and help myself.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good thing you banked it.
Yeah, it's a good thing I banked those 3. I'll use those 3 on me.
All right. Everybody's stress goes up by 1, as this takes a while. Obviously, this is not a fast process, especially because you're having to do each person separately, and then by the time it's not so much that you're freaking out. It's that you're so exhausted. You're like making mistakes. You're trying to bandage yourself up. Stuff keeps slipping out of the med kit. You're like kind of making a mess. You're like falling asleep. Thrace actually comes over and like tries to help you a little bit.
That's nice. Glad someone helped.
But yeah, she so she's just out of boot camp. She has like minor.
Right.
She remembers a few things from first aid class. Otherwise, what is everybody else doing while he is doing this? Because this is going to take some time.
How long? Like a turn?
At least.
Say, like, 'cause I'd like to rest, because
Yeah, I say we rest, get another stress down and another health point.
Yeah, I like the banter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys should get 1 turn of rest in. Cruz, unfortunately, won't be able to partake in that because you're actively patching everybody up.
Ooh.
Sucks.
Don't worry, Cruz. I got some extra nap relief for you.
Oh, just what I wanted.
Yum.
Like candy for me. Okay, well,
my
I-
signature item.
I will as well then, since, just undo the stress I just gained.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my liquor episode this session. Let's just get it out of the way.
You said you're gonna banter too. No, not yet.
Yeah.
So you guys will reduce... Everyone except Cruz will reduce stress by 2 because of the banter. And then, Cruz, are you using your item?
Yeah, I used my signature item.
Okay. I guess. Do you guys want Thrace to use hers? She's at 2
Yeah,
right
why
now.
not?
All right.
I'll use mine as well.
Okay. You see, she pulls a photo out of her vest that she's looking at. A little crumpled up photo.
Family back home there, Thrace?
It's almost like she doesn't hear you for a moment, and then she kind of like shakes her head and looks at you, and she kind of like tucks it back in her vest, almost like embarrassingly. She's like, yeah.
Well, don't worry. We'll make sure you get home to him. We ain't gonna let you down here.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
What's the next move, Tagar? You chasing this PDT?
Yeah. I guess we try and find your cousin.
Have you guys split up all the gear at this
I
point?
think so.
I think we did
Thrace-
most of that last
yeah.
round. Or
Yeah,
last
I have a new
session.
shield.
Yeah, I know Thrace took the modified shield.
I took the storm rifle. There were, yeah, I put like the notes of what we grabbed. So 7 knives, 5 regular, 5 electro grenades, a launcher, a shield, the rifle, 7 pistol ammo, 4 pulse rifle.
There's also a stun baton that the guy with the shield had.
Oh, nice.
If anybody wants that.
Tagar, you could tape your knives to it and have a knife baton.
Oh, I'm sorry. The guy with the shield does have a med kit. My mistake. I was
We've got one extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was looking at his encumbrance, and he's right at the limit, and I'm like, oh, he doesn't have a med kit, so put him over the limit, but it's right there in his list. Like, can't read, bro. Sorry.
It's okay. Can't read, can't count.
Yeah, it's bad over here.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably start making our way
Yeah.
towards G and F.
All right.
This was the room with the video feed, right?
Yes.
O'Connell, do you see anybody else we need to watch out for on our path?
Well, yeah. Let me look. I jumped off when I saw the commandos heading this way.
Okay. What do you look for, or where are you looking? I guess.
Well, I'm gonna. Can I logically plot out the quickest point A to point B path via cameras and check those?
Yes. So the quickest. So this section here, the center part, P. If you guys zoom in, I'll show this on the map too for our viewers here. So these parts right here are like balconies that look over that. So if you come up from here, this is like a staircase that goes up to a balcony. All right. So in order to get to that center section, you have to come around on these sides, and then there's these staircases that go towards it. Because the outer ring right here is the same level as like the rest of the station, but then these stairs go down into kind of like a lower recess, like a pit almost, and that's where like all the stuff is in there. And then there's the big centerpiece. Kind of like sometimes at like malls, they have like sometimes like a little square area, and there's like a couple steps to go down there. They might have like benches or like a play zone for kids and stuff like that there. It's kind of like that.
Right.
So optimally, the best, quickest course would be to go here and then go through section T and then move your way around here, then through section R, and then through the door here.
Do we know? Have you told us what P is, or do we find that out yet, by any chance?
It is. Well, you would be able. There is a camera there that you can easily look at. It is like a central concourse, so it's this huge rotunda with a domed ceiling. There's a massive viewport on the top. The windows basically look out into the void of space. They have retractable blast shields you can see that are currently open. And then there's basically this railing that goes around the ring, separates the outer ring from the lower ring. There's small staircases that lead down there. The outer ring has all sorts of vid screens on the outer walls that showcase like various landscapes to give like the illusion of like being outside or being somewhere else, kind of like we see in the deleted scenes in Aliens when Ripley's on Gateway Station. There's like that screen behind her that's like showing off like a nice nature scene. It's kind of stuff like that. And then there's a large pedestal in the center of the room that has a massive hologram of Earth slowly rotating. And you can see there's various control panels there to like interact with that display piece.
So I stop when we get to P. The cameras get onto P, and I'm gonna actually, if I can, pan the camera around, zoom in. I'm gonna enhance. But really, based on your description, this sounds like an excellent place for something that can literally climb on walls to ambush.
Could be. Unfortunately,
So do I see any glossy black objects anywhere? You know what I'm saying?
give me an observation test, please.
One success.
You do not.
Okay.
You do note that there are a couple lights, and this is throughout the entire station, so this isn't really unusual, but a couple lights that are flickering on and off here and there. Obviously, things have taken damage. And then, what else? You can see the two balconies that overlook. The balconies are set up where there's like nice seating areas. People can kind of gather and hang out. And the entire central concourse is filled with decorative, well, at first you think are decorative plants, but when you zoom in, you can actually see that they're real plants. There's also several statues of what you're assuming are probably important people throughout the UA's history, with like little memorial plaques and things like that below them. And you can see this area has definitely seen fighting. There's bullet holes in the walls. A couple of the vid screens are broken and cracked. Lights are flickering on and off. Even the hologram of Earth occasionally is kind of flickering in and out. And you can see a couple vents here and there that have been bursted open. And there's a couple bodies and blood around the room as well.
Okay. I took note of all that and continue on to where the PDAT's supposed to be.
All right. Can you take care of that thing in the stream, by the way? I think there's a bot in there. So you're looking at G, where you think the secretary's at, right?
Yeah, and I wasn't in chat, so I didn't see it.
That's okay.
Unfortunately, so I can't.
How do I
Click their name,
click the name?
and then you'll see the little circle cross.
Oh, I gotta zoom in. Oh, there we go.
Ants.
Yeah, zoom in and enhance. Thanks, Vice President Gem Fizz.
Jim Fizz. Wow.
Yeah. See you later, bro. Hold on. Oh my god, what did I do?
Looks like you banned him.
My screen's all messed up, though.
Oh, it is.
How do I go back?
You're capturing Twitch.
Yeah, how? Why? Wait, what if I... Oh, I see, sorry. It opened up Twitch in my other thing. There we go. That was weird.
Research technology.
I've used Twitch like once, you know?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, children seem to get the hang of it very quickly.
Damn.
Yeah.
I will cut you.
I will fly down to Texas in the 100-degree heat next week just so I can shift you.
Also, thank you for joining us. It's all the things. Appreciate you being here, man. All right. So you go to the camera in G, and it's just black.
Like the camera's disconnected, or the room is dark?
Give me a Comtech roll.
You kidding me?
Well, you panic a little bit because it appears the camera is functioning and connected. So the room appears to be dark. Or perhaps the camera's covered or somehow otherwise malfunctioning. But the camera is on. You're getting a live feed as far as you can tell.
Reed, do you know if we have any environmental controls in here? Reed! Reed! Reed, are you there?
You're muted.
No.
Muted.
No, I did not. The only thing I think I was working on was the blast shields before it cut me out.
I'm getting darkness over in where we're supposed to be going. But the cameras look like they're functioning correctly. I don't know if maybe we can get some lights.
Yeah. I can try to work on getting the lights up. Let's...
As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem like there's any issues there. nothing more than the rest of the station. You know, power fluctuations, things like that, but hard to tell.
My guess is
Turned off the
bulbs are either
high.
broken and busted, or there's another issue that's not coming up on the diagnostics.
Yeah, Tagar, I think the cameras are covered over there for some reason. We got
Oh,
covered
right.
cameras at the destination, and halfway there's this large open area that looks like it's seen combat damage that we're gonna have to pass through.
I mean, it's possible the commandos came through there, so it wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise
maybe
me
they were
if
here
they
for
shot the
something.
cameras out.
Unless the commandos are coming out through the fucking ventilation systems like those monsters, maybe it was the monsters and the commandos.
Oh, that's a good possibility.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to go unprepared for anything. So, weapons ready. Make sure you reload.
Talking to you, Reed, I think. I think he's talking to you.
Spare change, spare ammo.
We gave you 4 more pulse rifle ammo.
Oh no, I can't use pulse rifle. It's smart gun. Different ammo.
Could I have
didn't
some
have
more,
that.
sir?
It's okay, I got a grenade launcher.
Me
So-
and Thrace will go in first, followed by with O'Connell and Cruz bringing up the rear.
What, which path are you taking?
Probably
Well,
the
I mean,
TS.
the quickest path, you said O'Connell
T.
didn't see any immediate threats in P, even though it looked like something did go down there.
Well, the P path is a balcony right here, so we'd have to go through T.
Right, T to
Or
R to
back up through Q that we came through and then go through P.
Yeah, you could cross through that way, too.
It seems like it would just take
well-
longer.
Yeah, that's a long way. I can look at the apartments, or the offices, I suppose, in the apartments.
We just,
If
he
you
just
want
said
me to look at a long
quickest way
route.
was T to R.
Yeah, so T is the corporate apartments. So if you look through there, what you can see is hallways and hallways of living quarters. Looks like, you know, again, on a space station, apartments don't tend to be very large. But, you know, you're guessing they're probably, you know, nice, high quality. You can see throughout the hallways there's nice amenities like vending machines, snack machines, drink machines, things like that. There's a front like entrance area between each of the entrances. There's basically this front section like right here. Put this on the map so people can see that too. So these like kind of two front sections right here. That's kind of like the entrance, and then this back half is where all the apartments are. You know, there's probably, I don't know, 2-3 dozen apartments, maybe a few more, give or take. At this front area, there is like a check-in station. You know, we're like a checkpoint almost, and then there is a gym in one of these, which looks like it's, you know, probably open to everybody, because there's entrances from out here in the main hall, and there's entrances from if you're coming from the apartments as well. And you can see like some of the glass is smashed. Some of the machines, you know, in disarray. Looks like a pretty well-stocked gym though. Free weights, locker rooms, plenty of different machines, treadmills. And even a couple massage chairs, of course. Looks like there's even a small like snack and juice bar in there too. So like, pretty nice.
Oh.
Which
So if we take a break there, how much stress do we lose?
depends how much you get to eat and drink. You know.
I mean, you know, and use the massage tables, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a mess. You don't really see any bodies, but you do see occasional splashes of blood, and it doesn't necessarily look like there was fighting, but there's definitely like chaos and commotion.
A question. So, if Tagar gets on the massage table and Thrace gives a massage, does Weaver's stress go up?
She takes
Will
physical
there be
and
a
stress
happy ending?
damage.
Weaver will bomb the station and kill you all, is what will happen.
God
Can I do an
damn it.
observation in T to see if I see anything hiding anywhere?
Sure.
Shit.
Everyone's stress goes up by 1.
Fucking kidding me.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, you rolled a 6 there, buddy. How's that feel? Let's see. Is there anything there? Let me see. There is. You see, as you're flicking through the cameras, some movement catches your eye. You see a woman in corporate attire, probably some sort of admin staff maybe, and you see her, she's like obviously trying to stay hidden. You see her like crawling around. She's somewhere in the gym, and you see her like crawl from one hiding space to another, and then when you flick to another camera, you see a biodrone stalking around, and it's making its way through the gym right now.
Hey, Tagar, we got a situation over in T. This looks like a civilian over there about to eat it. Or get eaten, rather.
All right, move out now.
All right.
And I start booking it down the hallway.
Okay. So you guys can easily get there. Nothing obstructs you or stops you. Basically, once you get into that section, are you guys just rushing straight for the gym?
Oh yeah, imagine
Yeah.
civilian life. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably making noise to see if we can draw it to us.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, you guys go rushing down the hall, maybe whistling or shouting, and as you turn the corner and you see the entrance of the gym, you can hear it. You don't see it at first, and then when you guys make some more noise, you see it come rushing around the corner at you guys. So let's just dive into some initiative here.
Right back into it. Cool. Let's
Oh,
go, boys.
yeah.
We never left.
Yeah. I need to get a biodrone. Where are they?
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, nice. The big one.
No.
Oh.
Well, Rochambeau for it, Cruz.
Graham?
With my fast reflexes, I actually got a 1, so I'll take 1 and you can keep 5.
Okay, fine. Wow.
Oh, the xenomorph got a 1 too.
Xenomorph's kind of cringe.
Give me a roll off there, good sir. D10, please. Oh, it's got the 2. Okay. All right. So you will be 1.1.
Nice.
And otherwise, that looks good. Okay.
Should be 1.69, I think, just personally.
I like that, yeah.
Is it a sexy xenomorph that comes running around the corner?
Oh yeah, that bulbous
It's
head.
strutting.
The bulbous
At the
head.
massage table?
It is alien. Everything is kind of sexual.
It's true. It's got those high heel feet. That's my favorite part of the xenomorphs, the high heel feet.
Oh yeah, you like this?
Like a
stiletto
sensuous
joke.
tail.
The ridged tail. Okay, let's...
It's ribbed for my pleasure.
It's ridged for something. Okay, the
Off to a good start tonight.
biodrone comes running around the corner over some shattered glass, and as it spots you, it lets out a hiss, and it drops to all fours and comes charging straight at you guys. I'm going to roll to see who attacks here because you guys were just kind of running in a group, so I don't think there's really a marching order. So let me just put you guys in a line, and we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On a 6, we'll
Like
let
the squad
O'Dandra-
leader would lead the squad, he'd be out front,
Too late.
leading the
Too late.
charge.
I did
Reed! You happen to be in front, and it comes
Well,
right at you.
I won't be sad about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll be.
Yeah, I'll put you there. That's fine. All right. And it attacks. Let's make sure we can actually see what's going on here for
All right.
viewers. All right.
Give
Here we
me
go.
the head bite.
Here we go.
Close. Capture for the hive. It lashes out with its
God.
tail. It has 1 success.
So stamina roll. All right.
Well, first,
You can give up your action to block.
Yes. And if you don't do that, then you would roll armor first.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do the blocks. I'll do the close combat.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Ducking xenomorph.
All right. The tail strikes your smart gun, but it does not strike you. And then we are on to Cruz.
Got 2
Kata over there.
stuns. You want to swap initiatives with the creature?
Can I do that with the close combat roll?
That's one of the stuns for close combat.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Why not? Let's do that.
I will aim and shoot.
Okay. Well, that's right. We can't swap initiative with creature because it doesn't show up in the list for some reason.
Doesn't go click, but
Yep.
2.
Everybody's
3
stress
damage.
goes up by 1 as you get the nervous
damage.
twitch. Okay.
But yeah, I'll do 4 damage.
All right.
Piercing.
Okay, you rip
Nice.
into this thing, riddling it with bullets, and splashing acid all over Reed.
Nice. That's what I like to see.
Hell yeah.
Her Reed likes a facial, so.
This will go well with your
Hey,
massage chair.
Yeah. Just give me on the massage chair first.
Oh, 3 damage.
Right.
It burns. I gotta get some acid sound effects in here to play. Oh no! Take 3 damage and a point of stress as you take damage in this combat. Screaming in pain. Thrace is up next. I guess she'll follow Cruz's lead and shoot it more.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, if
I didn't want my skin anyways.
if the rest of the, if the pros are doing it, then clearly it's the right move. So, yeah, she'll open fire with her sweet new shield that can hold her pulse rifle.
Oh boy.
No more pistols. All right.
Respectful.
She's not going to push it. She wants to gain more stress right now. Okay. 2 successes. Or 1 success, 2 damage. And it takes 2 more, which means the biodrone is dead. Unfortunately, another splash of acid on Reed.
I swear to God.
Only 1 this time.
Thank you, Christ.
Okay. So, your armor goes down by 1 because you block it. Unfortunately, the previous acid is still burning you. So unless you guys burn a med kit, anyone who hasn't gone this round can burn a med kit to try to neutralize the acid, otherwise it's going to hit you again at the end of the round. Okay, I guess no one's going to burn a med kit, and you're going to take more damage.
I've already gone, so I can't do anything.
I mean, I can try.
I don't have a med kit.
Well, we have an extra one, right? Just
We
one.
have the
have
extra
Do we
one.
all get an extra one?
No, we just
Yeah,
have one
we
extra
had-
from stealing them.
Yeah.
I thought we had 2 because we found out that the ride also
There was
had one.
7 guys. You used 5 of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we got 2.
I can attempt one.
Okay, go for it. Only need 1 success.
What?
Medical aid plus
What
2.
is it? Medical aid plus 2.
Yes.
I believe in you.
Save me, Tom Cruise!
Okay. Woo! That could have been disastrous. Alright. Biodrone drops dead. You guys pump it full of lead. And, you run up to Reed, you put some of that neutralizing agent on the acid, and you finally get the acid to stop eating through his armor.
God damn, that burns.
Reload my gun.
You know, right there, Reed.
I'm gonna need a skin graft after this.
You'll be lucky if that's all we need.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
check
not
on
wrong.
civilian.
Yeah, you find her. She kind of like comes like creeping out, like looking around the corner of the bar she's hiding behind, and yeah, she kind of like runs over to you guys. She's like, "Oh, thank God you guys are here."
Anyone else in here?
Not that I've seen. No,
You know how many creatures there were?
I've just seen this one stomping around. It's been following me for a little while.
I guess we'll have her stick around with the other assistant that's with us
Okay.
and just keep moving. We're going through
Moving
T
toward-
now, so
R, right?
is it R?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we want to get to
Yeah.
R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys eventually make your way over there too. So, yeah, you eventually you make your way through the gym, through that front area. Then you go past up the stairs and this little like T intersection basically, and then you make your way over to the next kind of section of the base.
Fill my
any stuff
pocket
for
with
juice?
snacks.
Can I use my motion tracker?
Yes to all. You may take snacks and juice. You find a delicious coconut pineapple like sports drink, and it's got a little fizz to it. It's heavenly. Oh man, it's down to 1 power, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on, I'm checking to see what's in this section. Okay, so this section is what looks like more shops. Kind of like it's kind of like the opposite side Q where the casino was. There were some like high-end shops here. There's stores here as well, but you can tell this section has been set up to kind of mimic like a traditional like mall, basically, like one back on Earth. The shops each have like glass storefronts with items on display. There's not a ton of stores because there's not a lot of space here, but as you guys are walking through this area, you see there's like a typical clothing store, like kind of like middle rung clothes, not like super fancy and not like crappy stuff either. Something in the middle. You see that there's like a general store, basic stuff there. You also see there's an electronics store and there's a sandwich shop. Like probably like subs and like Panera sandwiches, that kind of thing. You also see there's a sign that points at the towards the front here where the star is at, is the Colonial Marshal Station is here as well. Most of the storefronts, as you're making your way through here, appear to be in disarray. It's obvious that the chaos on the station has hit this section as well. Some of the storefronts are smashed with their displays knocked over. You see the clothing store, a couple mannequins are knocked over, ripped clothes, and you see a little bit of smoke emanating from one of the stores as well. And as you guys are making your way through, you do see it looks like the Colonial's Marshal Station, they had built a partial barricade out in front, and you can see there's some, looks like heavy fighting took place there as well. But it does look like the barricade was breached, from what you can tell.
Oof. Okay. Any blips on their motion tracker?
Yes, there is one coming from the Marshal Station.
Hey guys, we got something in the Marshal Station.
All right, going ready.
We knock first.
Which one's the Marshal Station?
I don't see why not. We don't need to knock.
This like section, this like room. This
Okay.
part. It's like 2 or 3 times the size of the storefronts.
Okay. Yeah, maybe just bang on the door. Be like, anybody in there?
You don't get any response.
Do we hear anything?
You do not.
Okay, open the
Hey,
door.
look, this is the Colonial Marines, okay? We know somebody's in there.
So when you open, you don't have to open the door. It's like partially like destroyed. You make your way through the wreckage of the door into the actual station, and you can see that the front area is like a small lobby, and there's a kind of like a what's the way to describe it? Kind of like sometimes at the movie theater when you go up to the front, there's like the teller's booth with the glass. You know, or at some gas stations, you put your money or your card under the glass. There's something like that where you would talk to, the officer on duty if you were coming here. And there's a door next to that leads further in, which you're able to open. You don't see anything beyond the teller station. It looks like the lights are flickering, and you can see a lot of damage to this place. As you make your way through, you do start to see the telltale signs of probably a last stand that went on in here. Lots of firearms damage, lots of blood. You can see acid, damage on various parts of the floors and the wall, and you see some of the furniture knocked over, paper scattered everywhere. You make your way to this back area, and this looks like kind of like the bullpen where several of the colonial agents would have their desks. And it looks like beyond that, there's basically 3 smaller sections. One of them appears to be holding cells. So there's probably about 4 cells here. They could hold someone. Off to the left is what looks like a split into 2 parts. There's interrogation rooms with the 2-way, or the 1-way mirrors. And then there is like a conference room, and then in the back it looks like a couple like private offices, probably for like higher ranking people. You guys would know that like the director of the Colonial Marshals works here. Basically, this is like the FBI office of the Colonial Marshals is this particular room.
Nice.
But you don't see anybody, you don't hear anything other than the spark of the flickering light.
What was the fucking movement we picked up?
Do we notice any ventilation units that are busted open?
Yeah, you see one. There's a couple bodies of dead marshals in here as well, and like the stench of the acid, that is splashed, fills the room. Eventually, you do see there is a dead bio-drone in the corner that clearly has melted much of the floor and furniture around it.
Maybe a face hugger moving around in here?
I'm going to repeat what O'Connell said. Colonial Marines, we're searching for any survivors.
No answer.
Okay.
O'Connell says, like, kind of loud, "Oh, I guess we gotta firebomb the room."
Swap to my grenade launcher.
There's no answer.
The fucking face hugger, Corporal. I can feel it. Probably waiting behind one of the fucking desk or the chair over there, just waiting to jump at someone of our faces.
Well, not only that, but me and Cruz experienced some fucking baby one that crushed out of the dude's chest. So it could be even one of those.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's close off the room. Let's get out of here quickly.
Do you guys search any more, or just kind of take a cursory glance in that central area and call it a day?
I want to do a little searching and kind of just like get all the dead bodies, make sure they're all actually dead.
Yeah, give me
I
a,
figure out what that
Guns.
movement was.
give me an observation, please.
Seems like a lot of dice.
Another
Well-
nervous twitch. Enjoy
I'm
your
gonna
stress,
kill myself.
gentlemen.
All right. Well, I'm taking my second nap leave.
Ooh. Ooh.
Did you just get over addiction?
Yep. But it pulled me right back in.
Wow. I think, yeah. Well, everyone's taken at least one dose, I know, right? So far?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got another one of those over there, Cruz?
Each
think
of us
we
got
all have-
3.
We
I
each
think we
took.
all have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it. Says I got 3.
So 2 successes still.
Okay.
How many is
Damn.
it till addiction hits?
2 in a
It's-
shift.
It's as soon as you take a second one in a shift, a second dose. Then you have to start rolling.
How long is a shift?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Shift is the entire dungeon.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a moment. So, with your 2 successes, you can see that these people all are definitely dead, and it looks like they have died from actual wounds from the aliens. You know, bite marks, claw marks, maybe a couple acid splashes, and all of them look like they were armed in some way. Some of them managed to even get like their bulletproof vests on and things like that. And you see there's a mix of like revolvers and shotguns primarily that they were using, handguns, Kevlar vests, and then
Do they look like military or civilians?
well, these are colonial marshals. They're like yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're like regular marshals.
Yeah. So, and you would like find they have like a weapons locker that has that kind of stuff, and then like stuff for subduing somebody. So there's stun batons, tasers, the electroshock grenades, handcuffs, things like that. But what the other thing that you do notice is one of the holding cells, the light is flashing, indicating that it's in use.
Just shine a flashlight in there.
Yeah, so it's a full door, and then it's got the little window, kind of like the doors on starships and things, so you can see into the cell. And there's a intercom as well, so you can talk to the person inside. And you do see there is a man in there. He looks like some sort of technician or roughneck. Obviously he's got like he definitely has like a military fatigues on, and you can see when you like shine the light, he puts his hand up and he looks frightened, and you can see that he's got a pistol in his hand, and he looks terrified.
Is there anybody look like there has been any fighting in that room?
No.
I'm gonna intercom into him. This is Colonial Marines searching the station for survivors. Who are you with?
He kind of starts to mutter, and it's very clear that he's like on the verge of panic or having a nervous breakdown. He keeps like repeating the same things over and over.
Can I understand what he's repeating?
It sounds like he's kind
Is
of
it gibberish?
reliving the attack that happened.
I'm gonna open the door, I guess.
Panicking guy with a gun.
Maybe
Pop
not
that
the
sucker
best
open,
call.
Okay, you can open the door if you'd like.
I'm gonna repeat again. You know who we are. We're looking for survivors. I'm opening the door. We're armed, and
He will shoot you.
He's like trying to back himself up further, even though he's already against the wall.
I'm gonna carefully slowly open the door?
The door's open. It's just...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you lock yourself in here, or were you prisoner here?
He's kind of got his hands up to his head, and he's still, like, muttering. Obviously, like, still kind of stuck in this almost trance that he's in.
If he doesn't want to be rescued, just leave his ass.
Last thing we need is a schizophrenic on our side.
Can I try and give like a command roll and see if we can like snap him out of it?
Sure. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So, what do you say? What do you tell him to do? Or what do you order him to do? Oh yeah, he's... here.
Tell him we're again here to help survivors. Either you can follow us out, or you can stay here by yourself.
Okay. So, you do that, and you take, like, a step in the room, and you, like, tell him, like, get your shit together. And when you do, he aims the gun, and you guys all hear it go off. And when that happens, you, like, duck out of the way to try to find cover. So your stress goes down by 1, but everybody else's stress goes up by 1.
Neat.
Thanks, Sarge.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you guys hear this gunshot go off, and Tagar, like, takes cover outside the room.
Alright, leave him here.
What an asshole.
Okay.
Well, whatever
Okay,
floats
I mean,
the boat.
Hey, we've all been freaked out by these things.
Yeah.
I've never been that freaked out.
Well,
Please, well, please don't take a shot at me. I'd appreciate that.
Well, I've already been shot by the rookie over here, so, maybe it's going around.
which one of us is the rookie now? Because there's like 4 of us that are the same rank.
No, Brace shot him.
Race.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make sure.
No, it wasn't you this time.
Well, first it was me, and then it was Reed, and now, okay.
Reed's got to have ammo in order to shoot us, so.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm
That's
glad
a
you
very
joined in.
valid point.
He's self-bullying now just to fit in.
We've worn him down.
Excellent. Now
Hey guys,
we
I
can-
don't have any ammo. Haha, right?
Yeah. Now we can get him to do our bidding. Excellent. We've mentally broken him down. Okay. Eventually, your panic ends, Tagar, so you can end that. Who took nap relief?
I did. Cruise.
At this point, I'm gonna do it as well. So I'm at 6
I might
stress.
have to.
Should we just have a group OD session and just end the
Yeah.
campaign this way?
Yes, please.
Because I think that's what's about to happen here.
Let's put it in styrofoam cups, flavor it a little bit. We all take it together.
Get my-
I'm gonna mix mine with an energy drink.
Oh my god.
Put a little bit of
Shot,
NyQuil in
shot
mine.
and chaser.
All right. So, is this everybody's second dose?
I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it yet.
Yeah, you can see, O'Connell, since you're kind of deciding if you want to do this or not, you can see, like, Thrace is watching everybody take this second dose, and she's kind of, like, looking at the dose, like, on her belt, like, you can see she obviously is considering it, but obviously she doesn't want to. And she kind of looks at you, I guess, kind of doing the same thing, like,
Do it if you need to, Thrace.
Hey, we're not gonna push
I've
him.
got nerves of steel, so just saying.
If you're not comfortable taking it, we got your back. So, but this may not go smoothly on our way out.
All I know is I better get some goddamn PTO if I start going cruise style.
Let's see.
We took
what it
3
does.
each.
You each took 3 doses with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That says I still have 3 on my character sheet.
I'm
Well, that's
pretty
pretty
sure
effective
everybody's
already.
taken 1 dose at this
Yeah.
point.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
we've gone through so much.
I'm gonna.
And you haven't
I
had a
think we
whole lot of
did.
time to rest either, so I know at some
No.
point you had to use it, so...
Right.
Yeah, I think we used it at the other commandos or the
I think
alien
so.
fight, one of the two.
I think it was after the commandos, because we all took a fair amount there.
Okay, I'm going to make a roll here for Thrace. I think, I'll have her take a stamina roll to see if she can kind of mentally and physically resist her urge here. Because she's at 5 stress, so she's a little worried, but I won't count a panic here if she gets one. Alright, you guys can disregard that. Yeah, I guess she fails, so she's definitely going to take the nap relief.
Man, what an awful first mission for this absolute rookie.
Yeah. Oh my god. She's gonna be mentally and physically shattered after just one.
Kills her
deployment.
first person
Yeah.
with a knife. Finds out aliens are real and awful.
Yep.
Gets attacked by someone's commandos and is now addicted to nap relief.
Okay. O'Connell, are you joining the group?
I am not.
Okay.
I will take it in the moment.
Okay. Then everyone else needs to make a. Well, first of all, everyone else automatically gets -1 agility. So just, I guess, lower your agility by 1 for now. And then you must make a stamina test.
Cool.
And if you pass, you're fine. If you fail, then the cycle begins again.
Yeah.
Oh, Cruz. All right.
Not addicted.
Wow.
Oh. All right.
Sucks.
Oh, no,
Suck, Victor.
Reed.
Okay.
mean,
Thrace actually has a point in stamina.
God damn.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Okay. All right. So, you are starting to develop an addiction here, Reed. So let's see.
It's rough, buddy.
Well, it's not gonna do anything immediately unless you take another dose. So, for now, you're just at the -1 agility. But basically, at the start of every shift, you have to take a dose to feed your addiction. You can try to resist it. So, that's where we are.
All right.
You guys see, Reed seems to really enjoy when he's getting the most relief out of this, unlike more than everyone else. Yeah, it's
As a prior addict, do I understand what he's going through?
oh yeah. I mean, you can kind of see it on everybody, but you can tell Reed is slipping.
Oh, we're gonna have to go talk to Doc Green when we get back.
Kyle just sees everybody relax, and he's like a bead of sweat coming down his face. He pops out a cigarette and takes a swig of whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go save my cousin.
Doc Green's gonna have us open a rehab clinic as a side when he retires.
Well, that's where he's getting all his money every session. He's getting XP every session from us.
Yes. Okay. Do you proceed to the corporate
Achieve.
section?
Yes,
So, yeah.
All right. Well, so there's one massive door, kind of like the opposite side of the station, that opens up into this next area, and ahead of you, you can see there is. Let's see. So much like the opposite side of the section, there's a door in front of you that leads further forward, and then the hall goes to your left and right around to the sides. Now, you guys would know after looking at the cameras and being in the command room that the side wings are corporate offices. So various Weyland-Yutani offices for all their personnel, basically in this section of the station. North Wing on the map is for mid-level company personnel. South Wing is broken into several large rooms, which are split into like cubicle sections, and that's for the lower level corporate personnel. And the door in front of you, you also guys would see that there's side doors that go around at the end of the halls that lead into the lecture hall, and then there's the main door in front of you. There's a huge Weyland-Yutani logo on the door in front of you.
Weyland-Yutani. Can I use my motion tracker again to see if there's anything nearby?
Sure. Don't roll a 1.
Come on, don't say that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw for a second there.
Yes, there are a few blips in the corporate zone, in the lecture hall.
Okay. We got a few blips in that lecture hall up ahead, guys. Hopefully they're humans, but be ready, I guess, if they aren't.
I hope so.
And I will take out my storm rifle in case I need to full auto.
Okay.
I'll have my grenade launcher out with a stun electroshock grenade set.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Looks like you guys left O'Connell behind. So, O'Connell, you've been
I'm sorry, my character sheet's covering
you've been
us.
snagged by an alien and dragged into an event never to be seen again.
Finally, sweet release.
Yes.
Not sweet, and it's not released.
You can become one with the brood.
That is his nap relief.
Yeah. What's a guy got to do to get the sweet release of death around here?
Well, it's a horror movie, so just walk off by yourself. That should do it.
Remember General Knox? That's what he said when you're fighting him.
Oh, Borderlands 1 reference. That's wild.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so, yeah, what do you guys do? They're standing outside this door. The lovely white and yellow WY logo, building better worlds in bold white letters.
You are muted, sir.
You're
Eric,
muted,
you're
Eric.
muted.
I said I was gonna smear some of the blood that was on my shield and put a big handprint on it.
Okay, you can mute yourself again.
Yeah, that's, you're gonna be getting a letter from Wayu for property damage.
Yeah.
We all take a point of stress.
They're gonna bill you for it, just like they
Check.
billed me.
We'll check to see if the door opens.
Yep, it opens. It opens sideways like that, and there's basically like a big lobby. There's this centerpiece here is like a huge kind of like a water, like a fountain display, and across the bottom of it it says Weyland-Yutani, and then there is like a statue, just some like artsy statue. It's not really like a creature or a person. It's just, flowing art with water. There's some, cheesy but like peaceful, music playing. And you can see there's another door beyond that says lecture hall. There's a couple
And do a
screens
quick-
in here as well that, are running
say-
like whaling ads and things like that.
So you should probably do like a quick scan of the room. Anything else worth notice?
Give me a perception. Observation.
I will observe as well. Oh, he's 60. I don't think I need to.
The only thing that really catches your eye is there's a body of someone that looks like they've fallen into the water, and You don't see them because they're completely like submerged, but as you like come around the side and like on the other side of the statue, you see there's a person back there, and like the back half of the water is all stained red.
Can I check the body for like what sort of a wound?
Yeah, you see there's claw marks, and it looks like part of the face has been either peeled or chewed off.
Well, looks like there was biodrones or some sort of creature came through here.
All right.
So, be ready. Be ready for what's in this next door.
Yeah.
We may not like it.
Oh yeah.
Ready to fire.
First time I'm not having a fucking field day.
All right. Open the door. Does it open?
Yes, it does. And this is set up very much like a college-style lecture hall. So you guys are at the top, and then there are basically half-circle crescent rows that each go down like a step, where there's just kind of like this, how this room is almost shaped like a C. There's seats with desks where people can sit to listen to the person giving the lecture, and then at the bottom of the bottom area, there is a large desk where, you know, either someone teaching or giving the lecture could be seated. And there's a total of 3 different rows. So there's not as many seats as in a like college level lecture hall, but each of these chairs is much nicer. More like Galactic Senate versus college lecture hall. But big cushy chairs, each with their own little desk, moderate sized desk. And looks like each desk probably has like a holo display and like a little control terminal on it as well. And then at the bottom, there's the main desk. In the center here, where the actual letter is, there is a big holo table display. It's currently off, but it looks like they could use that to, put something on display. And then the back wall, basically from about here to here, basically the flat side of that wall, is a huge display screen. And currently, it's got just a placeholder of like an animated version of the Weyland-Yutani logo, with like a background of like space with like shooting stars. But there's a large amount of blood around one of the desks that you see here, and then the other thing that is unescapable from your notice is there are lots of parts of this room that have been coated with the alien resin. You can even see that the northern door, you can't even see it. It's completely covered by this stuff. And the other one on the left is partially covered. Like you only see like the bottom like half of the door. And you do see there are several people in here that have been cocooned.
Oh no.
And they are like, because from the floor up to the ceiling, if you're at the bottom part of this room, is probably a good 20-30 feet. You can see that the aliens have been busy in here, and although the whole room isn't coated, a lot of it is. Part of the screen is covered, and you can see there are probably about half a dozen, maybe a dozen people in here that have been sporadically cocooned to the walls, and like some of them are even up like fairly high like that.
Do we see any biodrones?
Any movement?
Any eggs?
Mr. Keats, thanks for joining us. I used to be Reed's #1 fan, but I'm currently orienting towards Cruz's unmatched character.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Keats is an old stream buddy of mine.
I have to believe in the possibility of alien titties as well. Don't we all? I'm sorry, what would you guys ask?
Eggs, movement, biodrones.
Give me observation rolls, please.
I'll let y'all do that.
Oh, you don't want to stress this out some more?
Whoa. Lots of good rolls there. Let's see.
Looking at the tip of my cigarette, okay?
So, you all can see that some of these people might be moving. Clearly not all of them are dead. As a matter of fact, you don't see any eggs in here, which is peculiar. Because you guys are pretty sure, like, this looks like a hive. That maybe it's the start of a hive, because it doesn't, like, not every inch is coated in the alien resin, which, to your guys' experience, is a little unusual. So maybe these people have been captured and they're waiting for eggs. Some of them aren't moving. They might be dead. Maybe they were injured, cocooned, and died of their injuries, or maybe they're unconscious. Cruz, of course, with 3 successes, you spot one of those people is your cousin, cocooned to the wall. Looks like she's unconscious or dead. She's not moving. Her head is hanging limp. Her hair is hanging, so you can't really see her face. And all of you, as you are kind of looking around, you step into the room. The door, it's automated, so it closes behind you guys. Maybe take your first steps down the first step. Your light, or out of the corner of your eye, what you think is a big section of alien resin shifts a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see there is a very large xenomorph in this room with you.
No. Beans.
And that's where we'll take
Large,
a break.
like...
Large.
Are we talking large, or huge large?
Large, like a large
Like large
creature.
Marge large?
Yeah, like a 4...
I mean, we've seen queens before.
like a 4 square-sized token large.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Whew.
You guys are actually in the room. And that's where we're going to take our break. So
Yeah, sweet.
grab some Dr. Pepper, and we will be right back.
Okay, don't worry, guys. You can, in fact, parry a queen's attacks. I have done it once before.
We can't kill it with a knife.
Whoa.
BRB.
I believe Tagar can, okay?
Oh, for sure you can. Yeah.
So why don't we just start an initiative track here, because we're going to need to.
Yeah.
And then we can hop back in here. Ooh, a 9?
Don't like that.
Not great. It was almost a 1, too.
Yeah.
How do you get an initiative?
What?
He's just asking to upset you.
Or is it because he's drunk and is actually asking? Which is also
No,
going to
he-
upset me.
He rolled his initiative. We know he's just trolling
As
you.
I was saying that, I rolled my initiative.
I hate you so much.
Do you?
I do.
Or is this,
None of us are
With
being
a
invited
choice.
back.
No. Okay. Okay, Cruz, I need you and Thrace to roll off, please. Both have a 6. She got a 2.
got a 5?
Okay, so
Yeah.
you will be 6.1.
Okay.
And the
Can I do
alien
6.9?
for you, absolutely.
Nice.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
And the alien got
Yes.
the
Eight
7.
and a
Still
9.
asleep.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, well, first off, we need some more appropriate music here for a big.
I'm
bad
sorry.
monster.
Does that say Crusher? Jesus Christ.
It might. We'll get to that.
Technically, this is not the worst alien you can encounter.
Well, that's debatable.
Crush me, mommy.
Nope, not liking that. Immediately unhappy.
Yes, crush me with your stilettos.
The alien says, "Are you into mashing?" And then proceeds to kill you. So what you see now that you guys have all kind of turned your lights towards this thing, or those of you that didn't notice it, is a massive alien that is about the size of a queen, but it does not look like the queen that you saw back in Mechtat Research Station, and it does not look like the queen that you saw on Talos Station, where all the weird dreams were happening. What you see is a much bulkier, thicker creature that is walking on all fours. It has a massive crested head, similar to the queen, but unlike the other aliens that you've seen that are all rather lithe and kind of thin-looking, this thing is built like a truck, and it lets out this awful roar that shakes the room, and luckily, it looks like it's not quite as nimble or fast as some of these other things, and you all have initiative before it, starting with O'Connell. However, everybody does gain a point of stress because this is a new type of alien you've never seen before.
How we doing there, O'Connell?
I guess he's at about 9 or 10, maybe?
Is now the time that you pop that sweet, sweet relieve?
This could be to our benefit, and I'm gonna ride the lightning. All right,
Brother.
It's gonna berserk.
Brother.
I'm gonna ride the lightning. I have like half my cigarette still, and you just see it it glows bright orange and just and a big exhale of smoke as I aim and full auto into this thing.
It's like 3.5 inches of just ash and like a 1/4 inch of cigarette.
Oh god, this is gonna be a lot of dice,
Brother.
Oh,
Wait.
no panic though.
Okay.
No panic.
I only saw 2 yellow dice on my screen. I demand a recount.
I saw so many. What are you talking about?
That is
Brother.
that
is fantastic that you did not.
Would you like to push?
You're worse than the dark deals. I swear to God, no.
That was my next question. Would you like a dark deal?
Pop
I
it
would
on
like a
the
dark
fucking
deal.
damage.
Wow.
Let's try.
Wow. That was... I don't even know how many dice that was.
That's 26 dice.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, if you can roll 9 stress dice and not roll a single one, I think you deserve to damage.
You earned
the monster.
this.
Yeah, you earned this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll for its armor.
That's a lot. That's a
Is
lot
that armor
of armor.
piercing?
Yes,
Yes.
it's armor piercing.
Oh my God.
How much damage did you do?
5.
Yeah.
That 4?
5.
Hey, she blocked one.
No,
Yeah,
total
well,
4.
you did 5 and they blocked one.
Okay. So final answer is 4?
Yes, and why does it have that much armor?
Because it's a crusher. Okay.
It's technically a Charger Crusher Stage 2 Xenomorph.
It's stage 4, actually.
It can
Where's
crush me.
your Roman numerals there, Trump? Okay.
Oh, wait, well, it cuts off at Stag, but, I can't see the Roman numerals
Okay.
of its name, but...
So it you shoot this thing, and while you are obviously damaging it, you see little bursts of acid. It is definitely nowhere near as fragile as the other aliens. This one, you do notice, much like the other biodrones, does have that kind of crimson hue to it, as does the nest around you. Reed, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna aim.
The creature has kind of moved out of the corner. It's like trying to like get towards the bottom of the stairs at this point. Basically, it's like a mini game. Can you guys kill it before it gets its turn and just smashes through the whole station?
Kills everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay, I'm gonna aim and shoot it with a grenade.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push that. Or do I need to?
Thunk.
Oh my god.
Thunk, thunk, click, click, click.
Brother, it feels so bad.
Well, luckily, you do have one success, which lands right at its feet. So please roll me... What type of grenade are you using?
It was a M40 HEDP grenade.
Okay, so those are 9 damage. On brand, Reed, says O'Dandrel.
Yeah.
The
The audience is bullying
Yes.
you.
1, 2,
Hey,
3.
whoa, 3 is great.
Plus
Okay,
one out of one, right?
correct.
Yeah, +1. Oh, yeah, nice.
Remind me, are the grenades
because-
armor piercing?
Let me double check here. I'd imagine.
I don't recall. I
I didn't think they were.
I don't think they are.
I don't think so. Yeah.
No.
Because I think when we got hit by the grenades by the group, we got our full armor,
Yeah.
and it just didn't well.
Well,
Yeah.
plus they have the benefit of being able to hit multiple targets. So if they were armor
Right.
piercing too, that'd be really good. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's gonna roll all of its armor. Hopefully, it'll get more than
Oh
one
my
success.
god. Well, at least. Oh my Jesus.
You still did 2 damage.
All right. The grenade goes off at its feet. You see it kind of staggers back ever so slightly and smashes its foot down, lets out another roar. Tagar?
Right.
Okay. Aim. And I've never full autoed. What is that?
You
How do I
gain,
do that?
you gain a point of stress, and you get +2 dice on the attack.
Okay.
And if there were multiple targets, you could split successes to hit multiple targets. Nicely done. Do you want to push?
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay. If I switch initiatives with it, does that skip its turn?
Nice try. No.
Okay. Yep, all damage.
But if you want to have the last initiative for next round, so it gets back-to-back attacks, I'm okay with that.
Don't
Alright.
like.
How much
don't
damage is that?
5.
Is that one armor piercing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A few more points of damage off of it. It's looking a little beat up. It's got a lot of acid bleeding out of various bullet holes. It's now making its way up the steps. Thrace will open fire. Would she push? Yeah, she's feeling pretty good right now, I think. Alright. Not great. Only 3. But might be enough. No! Every single shot just bounces off its crest. And it begins to charge up the steps. Cruz.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way. So I'll go over this way, and then I will full auto it.
Okay.
Some stress. Sweet.
All right.
This creature's probably too big to like knock down.
Oh my god, don't even try it.
Not with your weapons. Definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess damage. So 3,
Maybe
4
you-
damage, armor piercing.
Unload
Okay.
all your clip into its toes.
Hey, 1 damage, yay.
You charge up the storm rifle, and this, blast arcs across the room, lighting up part of the room, and it strikes this thing, and you, just clip off, a little corner of the crest on the top of its head. And then it charges up the stairs into glorious combat.
Oh, I just want to do something for y'all real quick, though. Here you go. Here's your McFlurry. Here's the chicken
Oh,
tender.
what the fuck?
Oh, you sick fuck!
Aw,
Ew,
Ah,
God.
I hope it gives you stomach issues, you bastard.
That's actually so good.
So the
How to get
Crusher...
clogged arteries and diabetes in one blow.
The Crusher
The Crusher goes for Reed.
turns to attack Reed.
Oh man, sounds like unrightful punishment.
Yeah, I mean, everybody but Cruz is just standing there, so I think I'll have to roll randomly here.
Oh, hey, Random, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, 1 through 4. 1 through 4 will be Reed. Any other result will also be Reed. So,
I mean, it's fair.
Brought to you by McDonald's.
yeah.
Don't dip your shit in McFlurries.
I'm loving it.
Of all the good food you have to choose from in LA,
Well,
At
at
least
least
get a
he's
fucking
in
In-N-Out,
LA. It's
dude.
not like he could have gotten Culver's or something worthwhile.
Yeah,
Culver's
plus,
is good.
Plus, if he would have went any further, he would have been witness to 3 more crimes and had 3 more subpoenas show up tomorrow. So
Exactly.
yeah,
McDonald's was the safest option, both physically and morally.
yeah. Okay, we'll just go down the initiative track here, 1 through 4. Obviously, not counting Cruz because he stepped out of the way, and it's just smashing through. Chairs are getting knocked over. Parts of the stairs are getting crushed under this thing's weight. And it decides to attack Reed.
Reed
It was meant to be. It was meant
actually
to be.
did.
This,
Yeah,
bullying.
the story tells itself.
This is literal bullying.
You see, even the aliens are bullying Reed. It
It's
it looks
miming, reloading.
it
as
looks
it's
at
about to
Reed.
attack him.
Reed's sitting there with chicken and a McFlurry, and it lets out an inhuman roar and smashes.
Dropping his clip.
Yep.
Oh my god.
He's like fumbling a clip, yeah.
Crushing blow. The xenomorph brings its entire weight down on the poor victim, who must make a mobility roll at -2. This is no action. Or be crushed, immediately suffering 3 critical injuries.
Holy shit.
Flashbacks to
We need to kill this.
This is actually
Sean.
how.
to Sean's
This is
guy.
actually how the guy I was playing died when he was fighting the queen alone.
Yeah, with a rocket launcher in close combat, by the way.
Yeah, parrying with a rocket launcher.
Coolest thing ever.
All right,
So I need a
other-
mobility roll at -2, please. And remember,
that's
you're
a
at
lot.
-1 agility because you're addicted now.
I'm so glad I put 2 in mobility, for God's sakes.
Good luck, buddy. Hey, all you need is 1 to succeed.
Wow. However,
Chris is
you are knocked to
Oh.
the ground, and you
That's
must
fine.
make a panic test.
As long as it doesn't sit on my face.
Oh.
It's literally trying to smash you.
Come get me, Dommy Mommy.
Okay. You
I
keep it
fucking
together.
hate this so much. Scaarr, stop! God damn it!
Unfortunately, it is basically in combat with all 4 of you because it is so huge. But it is obviously focusing on Reed. If you wish to get out of melee, you'll have to make mobility tests. Because this is not the size of this thing in this room, it fits in the room, obviously, but you guys are all near the door. The entrance, it could fit through, but it pretty much takes up the whole entrance, so there's not a lot of room. Or you can just do the shot in combat, which counts as engage, which is what, -3? -3. Up to you.
Can I use a chicken strip to distract you to get out of combat?
No, it slaps the chicken strip out of your hand and rips your throat out.
That bloodlust's it's actually more dangerous now.
Yeah, it is this face, too.
When we were shooting it, did we notice acid blood?
Oh, yes.
I'm assuming.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I thought the Ritter ones didn't have acid blood, man.
Well, they've been evolving a lot, but yeah.
It's the neomorphs that don't have acid blood.
Ah, right.
Biodrones are created from the xenomorph DNA.
I'm really unhappy with Babbitt right now. I'm gonna go find him.
Babbitt made you live. He saved your life.
Yeah, but he also helped create this bullshit. So.
Well, you're on the same side. All right, so it's
because it's so
turn.
big.
Yes.
So because it's so big, are we able to like position ourselves around it so that if we attack it, it won't spray everybody with acid blood?
No, it's just
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mobility to get away. Oh, joy. Hey, that works!
You flee. You're not allowed to make a retreat roll. So you just automatically break from combat, provoking an attack of opportunity.
I'm sorry.
Your stress goes down by 1, but everyone else must make a panic test. And
Do you not have overkill?
you will have to roll for permanent mental trauma at the end of the mission.
Are you about to have 2 permanent traumas?
Wait, brother, you don't have overkill?
I have nerves of steel.
You motherfucker.
I need panic test from who else?
Um.
Ooh, there's the 6.
Ooh.
Close. Okay. Well, you all hold it together as O'Connell runs away in terror, and this thing takes a swipe at him. Or maybe it tries to sit on him, too. Charge! Charger only. The target must make a mobility roll or be crushed, immediately being broken and suffering a random critical injury. Oh boy.
Wow, this works out. Okay.
There's a lot going on.
Shut the fuck up, Scaarr. You don't get to flex on this. This was an accident.
So,
I'll take the nap relief if I survive this, okay?
all right. So, O'Connell turns to run, realizing, well, this thing's massive, right? So you turn to run. As you do, the thing just basically like headbutts you. And as O'Connell tries to flee, this thing knocks him like down the stairs, over several desks and rows, and you hit the ground hard. So you immediately hit 0 health because you're broken, and you take a critical injury. Please roll a critical injury. A concussion.
That works.
Okay. So you hit your head pretty hard on one of the chairs when you land. So you're down here, like in the middle of the room. Luckily, you're not dead. And if you were still alive, you would be berserking. But could be worse. However, this thing just like ragdolls O'Connell across the room.
Right.
Reed! You're prone. There's a crusher standing right above you. O'Connell has flying off camera. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna disengage.
All right. And hold on. Check something here. Everybody gains a point of stress when they see O'Connell go down like that.
Cool. Oh,
Okay, so are you standing up and then moving, or are you just trying to, like, crawl/roll away?
Just crawling away.
Okay. So as
And
this
then-
thing is distracted and hits O'Connell, you take that time to, like, scurry away. So you're not in combat with it anymore. Like, you're still
And
on
then
the
I'm gonna
ground.
swap to. Yeah, I'll swap to my smart gun.
RPG?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
No. Too close quarters with everybody.
Hey, man, it'll payback for them hitting you with all the acid, right?
yeah.
I like the Jill Valentine, dude. She didn't care.
Tagar, would you like to kill the creature with your knife and show everybody how much of a true badass you are?
You know, I'm tempted.
It only rolls 18 dice for armor, okay?
I know. I was gonna say
you
my
need a
rifle's
monofilament knife.
I know. Like, where's my armor-piercing knife?
Right.
I am skilled enough that I should be able to get in between the plates.
You'd have weapon specialist, don't you? That's getting in
I
between the
do.
plates. 2 extra damage, okay?
To counteract that extra 9 armor.
I'll tell you what, go join
Yeah.
Wayland Yutani and join the weapons division team. Be like, look, we need more, mono knives in
Swords.
this universe, please.
I know. He's getting special guns over here.
Yeah.
Where's my experimental weapons?
All I've got is more knives for you, man. Just different types of knives from different nations.
The thing is, my
Got
shield doesn't
kukri,
really
we got
protect
a
against his
switchblade.
attacks.
I'm sorry, what were you gonna do?
Let's say our shields don't really protect against this thing's attacks. So it's all mobility.
What we've seen so far, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean's character found that out the hard way when he got sat on twice by the queen and took 6 critical injuries.
It was actually awesome.
Yeah, and he still survived somehow.
And I tell Thrace to back up and get out, get out of the way, and I'll shoot it and try and distract it.
I mean, you can shout that as a free action.
Yeah.
If you want to do a command and give her bonus dice on her roll, you could do that as well. Up to you.
I'm not going to give it a command. I'm just going to tell it, because I'm going to aim.
Okay. I mean, unfortunately, she goes after you though, so. she won't have a
Yes,
chance to act.
so that's my point. Is that would leave me the last one in combat with it. So I'm telling her. So I'm going
I
to shoot
see.
it and tell her to get out of the. To go find a new position.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you do the -3 for being engaged in combat?
No,
All right. Did you do the +2 for aiming?
I did.
All right. Redo the roll then, please.
Okay.
Net -1.
So
It's the exact same roll. That's one for consistency. Okay, so everybody's stress goes up by 1. Otherwise, the exact same roll. Very well done. I mean, it's hard to miss, but it's awkward because it's it's right on top of you. How much was that? 3 damage.
3 damage.
Nice. It cares not. Luckily, you don't take any acid damage, so there's that.
Moment.
You can turn off that panic, by the way. But you have its attention. All right. Thrace will try the mobility roll to get out of combat. Luckily, she's pretty good at this. Except when she's not.
Wow, how is she berserking?
That's not right. She only has 3 stress. Something's not right.
Yeah.
But she failed. Okay, let me reroll her stress here. So let's do this. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Unfortunately, as she backs up, she stumbles over some alien goo, and the Crusher gets an attack of opportunity on her.
Are there unlimited attacks of opportunity in this game?
For a boss fight, hell yeah.
Cool. Great. Love that.
I honestly don't know the answer to that question. Okay. It does the tail. Tail whips around, striking her in the back. It has 2 successes. It is armor piercing. And, well, let's hope. Luckily, she has her shield out.
Well, can she block?
She hasn't done this yet, turn yet. Oh.
Because she tried a mobility to move.
I guess she could. You know what? I'm going to say no because she panicked. So, she's way too freaked out. She's falling. She's tripping. She's trying to run away. She's listening to Tagar screaming at her. We're leaving it up to this one roll, fellas.
Oh, man.
She needs 2 successes.
Yeah, fuck.
As she turns, the tail strikes her in the back, tearing through the armor and out through her chest. She lets out one last bloody scream and instantly goes limp. The thing whips its tail, and her body just goes flying across the room and crashes somewhere in the desks and the chairs. Everybody gains a point of stress.
Oh, brother, come on.
I'm unconscious, okay?
Thrace is dead. With, I believe that's a pierced heart is 66. Yep, impaled heart.
Weaver's just on the cameras like, yes!
Brother.
And as her body hits and gets crumpled into the chairs, we see that photo just
Oh my god.
and lands right on her body.
That's a bad taste in my mouth when I told her we were going to get out of here alive.
Cruz, it's all going to hell.
Yeah, I see that. I would like
Luckily,
to...
Tagar's still alive, so you'll probably be fine.
Thank God. I would like to sprint to O'Connell.
I really wish your heal roll on me would have been a little bit better.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. And I'm gonna administer first aid to O'Connell.
Okay. So we see Cruz do a cool, use your hand to fucking leap over the row of chairs so you don't go past the Crusher. You give a glance to Thrace's crumpled form, and you get to O'Connell, who appears to be breathing, but is completely out.
All right, buddy, you get 3 fucking HP back. Get the fuck back up in this fight.
Oh, my beautiful ginger eyes flutter open. Did we win?
There, you notice in his eyes, there is no soul.
We're not winning. Shoot the fucking monster.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think to get him out of that, you probably do a Pulp Fiction and give him the adrenaline right in the chest. Yeah, we've got the camera that's... Okay.
Thrace is gone. Tagar's fighting it alone. I don't know what the fuck's Reed doing. Get back in the fight.
You hear the creature
reloading.
roar again. Yeah, how about that? He's reloading. Who would have thought?
No, I'm not reloading. I'm swapping guns. Unless you want me to blow you all up.
All right. Tagar,
Damn it.
you got your wish. Everyone is not there anymore, and it is solely focused on you. That is a 6. Headbite. The xenomorph opens its mouth wide, and the inner jaw, which the inner jaw is about the size of a regular xenomorph's entire head. This thing could easily just rip your entire head off. It has 2 successes, base damage 2.
So is that 3 damage?
Yes. 3
Well,
damage.
block. You can block first.
Don't forget resilience.
Yeah, and it's not armor piercing.
I mean, let's be honest. 3 damage against Tagar is not a whole lot in the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things, but
But he should still block the attack first to
It's-
see if he can maybe.
yeah.
Which is just a general close combat attack.
Yes.
Oh, if you have a melee weapon out.
Oh, I
like-
do. Okay, so I can use my knife.
Well, he's also got the shield, right? So I assume he can block with the shield too.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. Yes.
Okay, so close combat or knife?
Close combat for a block. Doesn't matter what weapon you're using.
Okay.
Oh, he's a god.
Is he though?
He is.
Oh.
And he can do damage with all of his extra.
Oh, one of his extra?
No, it was only 2 successes.
Oh, that's right. It's successes, not damage. Okay. No, I always forget this. Is it successes or damage?
On a block, it's successes. On
Yeah.
armor, it's damage,
You're
I
right.
think.
You're right. I think it is. Let's just double check. Look at that. Look, first page I opened to. All right.
It's the one we always come to when Tagar's in combat.
It's like creased in there.
This book needed no changes. Okay, I'm just going to point that out. Blocking. Yeah, you remove one of their successes. Okay. All right. The Crusher's inner jaw comes down and just takes like half the shield with it. You panic. You're at -2 agility because you're trembling. So you block the 2 damage, and you have 2 successes, which you can use to counterattack. So if you
And
want...
cut off the inner jaw.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. No.
No.
You then so it bites off, right? You take the shattered part of the shield and stab it in the jaw, and it like doesn't even like react. O'Connell, you're hazy. There's a giant needle in your chest. Cruz is shouting. You see Thrace's crumpled form with a little picture fluttering in the air. You don't see Reed anywhere from where you're standing or laying. And you see this thing just bites Tagar's shield in half. What do you do?
I'll immediately use a fast to unlatch a napper leaf off my jacket and stab it in my neck.
All right, you have 2 needles sticking out of you now. Nicely done.
Yes.
So you're at -1 agility now because this is your second dose of nap relief.
Is there a way to temporarily do that?
I just reduced my agility by 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went from 5 to 4 until the end of the mission.
All right. And while still prone, I'm gonna full auto into the crusher.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, keep in mind, since you're not aiming, if you panic, you will hit Tagar.
Good thing that
I
he
have
has
zero
no
stress.
stress.
And he's got that machine gunner's scale.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Insane.
What's
That-
it feel
Glad
like
you
to
brought
be
back to
so
life.
cool?
Yeah. Holy shit, that's awesome.
I literally did a Dracula, like just came back up and was like just shooting as I'm rising.
And hitting most of them.
Yeah, majority. That was impressive, dude. Holy shit.
Very good.
Someone's getting the bonus for did something extraordinary tonight.
Fucking 8 successes on 14 dice.
Now
viewers.
let's see if it's so extraordinary that it kills Tagar with all the acid damage.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
That is
Well, that's if it doesn't
9
block it all
damage.
first.
9 damage. Holy fuck. That might be the biggest hit we've ever seen.
Ugh, that might be. And 8 goes through. Holy shit.
O'Connell, you are like Rambo and Arnold all in one, fighting the Predator and the entire Viet Cong at the same time. Just, it's like when Ripley tears apart the Hive there's just parts of this thing exploding and getting shredded by the bullets. Basically every other shot finds a weak point in this thing's armor, and you riddle it and just unload an entire clip, most of which hits it. It dies. Unfortunately, gallons of acid are dropping on Tagar.
I'm sorry, Tagar.
Tagar's
So
just getting swept away.
So blocked 1. So that is 8 acid damage on top of the 10 that it already does. So that's 18 dice. Which is as much as its armor.
Oh, that's
Wow.
easy. That is
Only
easy.
two.
Tagar got
Yes.
this.
Not even a challenge.
He was very careful where he shot it.
Thighs, knees,
Got
legs,
Got the
hips.
other half of the shield up, trying to block the acid.
So I was gonna ask, do I lose armor because of the shield?
I would say maybe 1 to be thematic. If half the shield's gone, you know.
Is it armor piercing?
Not
Acid
the
damage?
No. Remember, but
Imagine if acid damages armor piercing.
but when you block though, that reduces your damage by 2. So, or I'm sorry, your armor by 2.
So probably the shield first, and
Yes.
then everything else.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, there's like a quarter of the shield left. It's like the handle and like a little part around the handle. That's all that's left.
It's just Captain America shield now.
And it's the super cool shield that lets you shoot with your gun.
Well, we
Oh.
have another one.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
raised.
don't we have a spare to just take it
Too
out of
soon.
Thrace's body? That's
Too
just
soon.
like on right now
Too
like
soon.
this.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Just flip over the
when you
body.
go to pick up the shield, all you see is that little photo right on top of the shield.
I quickly wipe it off. Just like, okay, I don't know what this is. I don't care. Yeah. Whoosh.
Well done.
Well, I did not complete my personal agenda.
Ooh,
Thrace
damn.
is dead.
Holy fuck. I honestly thought you guys were going to ace that thing when it went last. Wow.
Yeah, not great rolls on the first one, but goddamn. Get O'Connell literally one-shotting it.
He's still not standing up. He's got the you're like in his chest.
The
He's got the one he
adrenaline.
left in his neck,
All right, I'm
And
gonna
he's
pull the
just
adrenaline out of him.
lighting a cigarette.
I'm gonna
Just
walk
rolling back
over
onto his back.
and take a look at the picture.
It is of a young man that appears to be around her same age.
Just gonna stick that in my pocket.
I'm gonna go check on Tagar and administer any first aid I can.
Tagar's untouched from that fight, other than maybe a slight sweat.
I mean, I'm still damaged from the last fight.
He's got some
But
swamp
who-
ass going.
Yeah, but if you need to heal somebody else first.
Oh, I already brought O'Connell back. Let me check on Reed. How's Reed looking?
I'm at 3 of 7. Could use a little patch job.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 4 of 7.
Well, I'm not gonna use the med kit. I'm just gonna heal you normally.
Yeah, don't waste it. We got enough. Oh, nice.
All right, you get two back. And then I'm gonna go to my cousin and start trying to tear her down.
Okay. You guys see Cruz rushes over to where De la Cruz has been cocooned to the wall, starts cutting her down. What do the three of you do?
O'Connell's still laying on his back, smoking a cigarette.
It's somehow
guess I'll
stayed,
start.
it stayed in your mouth the whole time.
It's the same one. It never left his mouth.
I'll start cutting down other people.
I'm gonna kind of do a sweep of the room, see if there's anything else we need to worry about. Check for doors, beds.
You might find a vent or two. Some of them are partially covered or completely covered by the hive. Yeah, you don't see any eggs. You don't see any of the 6 people in here have face huggers on them. You don't see any dead facehuggers anywhere, and you surprisingly don't see or hear any other xenomorphs.
Is there anybody on the wall or captured that seems more aware than the others? Is there anybody who's kind of awake?
Let's take a look. Two of them, in fact. One of them who was kind of like screaming during that whole fight, a woman, and then there's a man as well who is kind of dazed, but he is conscious and awake.
I'll go to the one that was screaming, who is like actively awake, and try and help them out.
Yeah, she looks like she's some mid to low level Weyland-Yutani office worker. And what about Reed? What's Reed doing?
I was getting whoever is on the wall down.
Okay.
I was starting that process.
Okay. Well, you get everyone off the walls. De la Cruz is unconscious. She doesn't appear to have any injuries other than a small like gash on the side of her head, a cut. Maybe she banged her head on something, or maybe like she got hit by something. And then the woman and the man who are awake, they just look, the woman's freaking out. The guy just kind of looks dazed and like, like shaken. The other three are unconscious.
All right, so we got 4 unconscious.
If anybody wants to give me a medical aid to see if they can deduce anything else about the other 4, you may do so.
Yeah, I guess I'd check them out.
Just roll those off.
Oh, okay. Well, ignore mine.
Can I help Cruz out in any way?
Well, I mean, if you guys help out, it'll go faster. So we're gonna keep your roll there, Reed, because
Okay.
the longer you guys are here, the worse. So you unfortunately, Cruz, you are starting to panic a little bit and tremble, but otherwise, you guys are okay. You're able to determine that 2 of the 4 that are unconscious are actually deceased.
All right, well, these 2 are goners, but we can bring the other 2 with us.
You also are able to determine, as far as you can tell, you don't see the telltale signs of facehugger damage to the neck or the face. You don't.
How did they die?
You don't think these. The 2 that are deceased, one of them, you see there's a huge wound to their like lower abdomen, some sort of stab wound. The other one, you don't see anything like physical that would make you think that killed them.
I don't know, maybe stress, heart attack. So the other 3 seem safe, so I'll take
How many successes did you have there, Cruz?
I had 2, and
You had 2?
I had
Okay.
one.
Since you
Adam
have-
gave me 1.
Since you've got a extra 1 there, yeah, the one that you can't tell, you do. You're able to feel, because you can actually see them because they're very close to the skin. The guy has a pacemaker.
Yeah, he's a pacemaker. So might have malfunctioned. Well, we should probably find some escape pods or something to get back out, right?
I noticed the apartments looked like they were detachable from the station. I don't know.
They're not. You guys would know that.
Okay. These down here, like, look, because there's one missing, right? Like,
Where? No, that's just the way
apartment
they
B.
apartment. No, I don't know why, and if that is what was meant with this map, that's not how it actually is. Keep in mind, there's not just 5 apartments. There's like
Hundreds.
there's like 2 or 3 dozen. So.
Okay.
Would there be escape pods over here, like on the map, or?
These symbols here are escape pods. Where the tunnel meets the intersection. You see where my cursor is? That symbol there are life pods.
Okay.
That's the closest ones.
Did we
Probably.
signal to Weaver to like pick us up?
You have not.
Can we?
Oh yeah, you guys have radio contact
Okay.
with her, as far as you can tell. So she's been, her and Herschel been staying close by.
Yeah, so we have a good news. Competition just dropped, so you have less to worry about.
Holy shit, O'Connell.
I don't say that. I don't say that.
Oh no, you said it. You said it.
It's canon.
Yeah.
Canon event.
You're a
Brutal
horrible person.
human being.
You said it with the accent.
Yeah.
She's like, that's fucked up, O'Connell.
Stop! I don't say.
All right.
Are we
Yeah,
trying
so
to meet
I'll call
Weaver at a
Weaver,
dock?
let her know where we are in the station, and that we have De La Cruz and a few others that we're going to be bringing out with us.
Roger that. Where are we picking you up?
I'm going to tell her we're going to try and find the escape pods and try and launch one of those.
Well, you guys know those escape pods they're like individual pods, so it's only for one person.
Oh, that's a one-person pod.
All the pods you've seen on the station so far are like one-person pods.
Okay.
Is
Is
this
there
area?
a dock?
Yeah, is
somewhere?
this area to like? Is Dock C actually a dock where the USCSS Morocco is?
Yes, those are docks for ships.
Did she get there? Did we ask her if she can reach Dock C or Dock that location?
Yeah, she can get there.
Okay.
You guys have to like tell her where to go because remember she doesn't have a map of the station, but we'll see if you guys can
Yeah, give her directions,
figure
right?
that out. Or actually, someone give me a Comtech roll to see if you can like send her the schematics that you guys have found. So you guys basically got the schematics from the command station. Yeah, so you're able to send that and tell her, okay, meet us at Dock C.
That's missing dice, but whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I guess Reed grabbed the other unconscious person.
Yeah, I'll take care of my cousin.
Yeah, Reed will grab the other one that's unconscious. O'Connell lead us out, and I'll bring Thrace with us.
Okay.
I'll reload my weapon before picking up my cousin.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to this escape pod.
We're going to C. This big.
C.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to the intersection between R and T, and then going down to C.
All right. So, first,
Cool.
we need O'Connell to make his addiction test. So I need a stamina test, please, for taking your second dose of nap relief.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey.
Easy, not even
Wow.
hard.
Yeah,
It was
you
2 more
crushed it.
times.
Crush it. Okay.
Yeah. Let me bank those 2. You know.
For the next 2 addiction rolls.
I take another nap relief right now just to spite it.
Yeah. Then you. We need to roll for the fleet. Because quite a bit of time has passed with all the resting, the medical aid rolls, and the fact that you've come across half the station and been through a few fights. So, back over to the combat map. As we can see, the ship is dangerously close to the end here as it moves one more zone. Whoever would like to make the roll for the fleet, I believe we were up to 12 dice?
I thought it was 16 because we turned on the guns.
Yeah, we added station guns, didn't we?
That's why I think it's up to 12, because it started at 8. Let me double check, though. I thought the guns only added 2. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, though. It's been a while. Here we go. It is... Yeah, it started at 8, 9, 10... It's 14. The guns added 4, so you're at a total of 14 dice.
Okay. Who wants to roll?
I think O'Connell used all his luck.
Yeah.
How much? What type of dice is it?
So you're saying you want me to do it?
Just 14, just 14 black dice.
You know, roll a ranged combat with 14 dice. Come on.
Zoom over here so you guys can see the
Wait,
cruiser.
do you have to roll it? Do you have to roll it as ranged combat, or do you just have to roll 14d6?
You just have to roll 14d6, but
14d6, please. How many sixes
Two.
you got? 2, huh? Alright. Armor.
and it is armor piercing. Ooh.
It takes another point of damage. It's I mean it's been damaged, but these UPP ships are built to take a beating, and it is still going. The fleet is... They're no longer losing the fight, but they're certainly not winning the fight right now either. Or they're too busy trying to survive to really focus enough firepower on this thing. It's not good. 15. Why do you say 15 dice, O'Dangel? That's a weird number. I'm looking at my notes here. It's started at 8. We added 2 when the Tambatam joined the fight, and the guns added 4. Unless I'm forgetting something from last session, which is totally possible.
Yeah, we tried to soup them up, but I don't think we succeeded.
Oh,
in
maybe
that.
that's why. Oh yeah, roll one more dice then.
Yeah, we did soup it up, but only like a little bit.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yep.
Ah, so close.
Damn it!
Missed. Okay.
All right, well, the Tam just has to do a suicide ram.
Don't joke like that, Sean. That's how NPCs die.
They're NPCs. I don't care.
Wow.
Now we know how you really feel about the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you won't mind if Secretary De la Cruz turns out to be dead too.
That's the only one I care about.
Ooh.
You feel her body twitch and ribs start to shatter.
I'm sorry, cousin, but I took the merciless talent for a reason.
Now you're from the south? What happened?
Yeah.
The deep south.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So which way are you guys heading then? You said you're going towards C on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll zoom out here.
I guess go back the way we came.
Okay. Are you rushing?
Unless we
or
can
sneaking?
activate the faux hammer rail guns up here for some reason.
That's a bit of a way out of the ways.
Yeah, a little bit.
Are you guys rushing or sneaking?
I think it rushing at this point. We have what we came for. I'm just trying to...
We have what we came for. Like you stole some fucking treasure.
When we get to like a new area, I'll use the motion tracker just to make sure we're not like about to get ganked.
About to get
You
dunked
can always
on.
scout ahead a little bit.
It's up to you, however you guys want to handle this. Okay. Yeah, you don't get anything as you're making your way through the mall area and to this entrance where these escape pods are at. and then there's the door that leads into a massive tunnel, just like the area that you guys came through on the other wing, the eastern wing. This leads to the western wing.
When we get to the door to C, I'll do it again.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Nothing pops up on that. Now, would all of you, optional, give me a observation roll, please?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's stress goes up by 1.
2.
It looks like 2. Nice.
God damn it.
I did say it was optional. This is your own fault.
5 successes.
Yeah, you guys crush it. As you guys are making your way in, you all see above the door, like on the door frame, you guys see some sort of device. And as you guys get closer, you realize it is a deployable motion tracker.
Can I contact that to disable it?
Oh yeah. It's easy to set up and take down. This one though, O'Connell, you all have seen these before, but typically they're a little bit bigger. A lot of times they're on a stand, kind of like a sentry gun, maybe not quite as big, so like maybe about half the size of a sentry gun. But this one, O'Connell, is weird because it is way smaller. It's like handheld. But it's definitely meant. I mean, you've seen these before, but these are much more rare, much more expensive. Yeah, I mean, they're meant to be unnoticeable.
Is there a way to block it so that it doesn't detect motion?
You could just turn it off.
You guys think
would I know that the person on the... I mean, would I know whoever has a signal to this thing would know that it gets turned off?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Most certainly, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Detection.
Well, it's probably already detected you guys as you moved up because of its range.
Oh.
So.
So, you guys think this might be the way the commandos got in? So we might be going to their ship?
Possible.
Or it could be another unit.
Might still have a pilot, so maybe we want to backtrack and go somewhere else?
I'm all for that. I think I've seen enough combat today.
Do we know of another place we can get picked up? Oh, maybe over here at the docks?
There's the...
Oh, wait, that's part of that. Okay.
I is supposed to be another dock, because that's where, like, a gunship is.
That's the military dock.
Yeah.
The secretary that you guys rescued told you about that, too. She said, like, any VIPs and, like, any military craft dock there.
I'll check in with Weaver. Just let her know, like, hey, that dock we're going to might be compromised, so maybe not go there.
Like
we encountered a bunch of commandos.
I've got eyes on it right now. I could do a sweep if you want.
Yeah, if you see anything, let us know. Because we're outside, we encountered a bunch of commandos on the station, so we think they might have docked there.
More commandos, huh?
Oh, we took care of it. We got revenge. Yeah.
But we don't know what ship they left behind. Or...
Are you saying it's the same ones from before?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it was the same ones.
Yeah, way you.
Well, good. Fuck them.
Yeah.
What was coming to them? She's like, give me a minute. We'll do a sweep. I don't see anything out of the ordinary out here. It doesn't seem to be any exterior damage or anything like that. Let's see. She says, all right, well, what I can see from here, it looks like there's on each, well, on the first dock. She's looking at Dock C. It looks like there's 4 separate shuttle bay doors, probably for smaller craft. You could probably fit a Cheyenne in there. And there's also an umbilical, probably for larger ships. Everything looks fine out here. None of the things are damaged or anything.
Like
I think we
this.
should be fine to go in. Your motion tracker didn't pick up anything.
What's the word, Tagar? You want me to dock or stay out here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Roger that. Okay. You guys open the door. Move in.
Yeah.
So you enter into a huge circular area, which you guys can instantly tell and see is the hydroponics section of this tower. This massive circular room, again with kind of a domed top, and you can see the center area here. You know, there's basically an outer ring, and then there's 4 pathways that go from the outer ring into a central area. The central area has multiple layers of shelves and different like rows that are all growing plants. Most of these appear to be vegetables of some sort. And you can see that there's an intricate water filtration system basically between the walkways, like in these sections here. You can kind of like look over the rails and kind of look down and see. They go down maybe about 10-12 feet. There's service ladders to get down there to service all the equipment. I mean, you guys have seen this kind of stuff in other stations, but this is probably the biggest and most advanced one you guys have probably ever seen. And it looks like not only is this for food purposes, but also for oxygen purposes as well. They probably try to use this to filtrate more clean oxygen through the station from the vast amount of plants they have here. There's several terminals and like, you know, working monitoring stations in the center part as well, where obviously you can keep track of the different things of crops they have set up. And the outside ring is a walkway that you can use to get to obviously other parts of the station. And then there's some of the walls are also like closed off by glass, and behind that glass are various gardens and plants and things of that nature. And you can see there is another door opposite you guys, and then on either side, your left and right, are the entrances that go to the airlocks that go to the 2 different dock stations. Unlike the rest of the station, this area looks relatively undamaged. You don't see any signs of like fighting. It's a stark contrast because everything here is like blooming, it's green, it's fresh. It even smells a little less like cluttered in here. In the center, you can see some tools have been knocked over, kind of haphazardly scattered across the floor. You do see there are several dead station personnel here, and you can see that it is very clear the commandos were using this as probably their base of operations. You see there's a couple things of equipment, maybe like a case or 2 they brought here that probably had some of their equipment and weapons. And probably a like a little like well, PDAT. Well, he had his PDAT on him, but you know, probably had it set up here first.
Yeah. I'll, again, use the motion tracker. Make sure there's nothing like around or following us.
Okay.
No.
No.
All right. Well, I drop it. It's useless now.
It lasted us
that's
a
gonna
good
cost
while.
you some money from Whaley and Utani.
Yeah, I feel like I have a couple IOUs from them, so...
There is a blip in Dock D, and there is a blip in Dock B, D and B.
Well, all right, we got signs of life, or at least movement in Dock B and D.
And then it just
away.
The screen goes black.
Can I search the crates or whatever that the commandos brought for any extra ammo for the storm rifle?
Yeah, so it looks like one of the crates is probably was holding the motion trackers. Looks like they brought more than one with them.
Cool.
You see there's a few empty spots, and there's a few that are still there.
I'll trade my dead one for a new one.
Nice.
You need to connect this to some sort of like central thing. This is basically just like something you set up so that it detects, but you don't have something to read that it's detecting it.
Oh, it's not like my handheld motion tracker. It's the super small one we saw.
Yes, it's just like those. Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
so-
gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like a case that looks like it probably has like I don't know 8 or 10 of them, and like it looks like about half of them are here, and the other half are not.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, it looks like you can tell they probably left in a hurry when the other squad encountered you guys, or
Yeah.
whenever they decided to move in on the command station, whatever set that off. So it looks like they, and as far as you can tell, it looks like they didn't bring a lot with them other than what they were carrying. So.
Cool. Do we just want to move towards A and exfiltrate?
You also would be able to see that all of the bodies in here, there's about 5 or 6 of them, all of them have been killed by being shot.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find any survivors here, so whoever's still alive probably ain't friendly.
Yeah.
It's a valid point.
Let's just get to Weaver and get out of here. Yeah.
Okay, you guys just go straight for the dock then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
You're going to dock
O'Connell?
C, right? Well, O'Connell goes to a
Well,
different
yeah, I
dock.
was gonna see too.
It's dock A. Yeah.
Runs
Go to
into-
A and then go to dock C. I don't know why O'Connell's going to B.
Because he
I was going to Dock A.
wants to run into the alien.
No,
and,
dock C, where the
die.
big ship is.
It's in the A section of the base, but it is labeled as Dock C on the map. Because A is the northern dock, and Dock B, or B is the southern dock, which are then split into 2 sub-docks. Because I want to see how many times I can
Ooh.
say the word dock in a single sentence.
I feel like docking is very important to the health of this area.
Yeah, you would. You sick fuck. As you guys move through here, if anybody would like to give me an optional observation test, you may.
I only have 2 stress, so
Take a-
I'm
Let him do this.
Take a plus 1 here. No, you don't need it. You see another motion tracker above the door when you guys exit and you get into into actual A. There's another motion tracker, one of the portable, the little deployable ones above the door.
At this point, I'm using hand signals, so I pointed my eyes and pointed that.
Okay. So this room that you're in is it's kind of like a warehouse and like a checkpoint where obviously people would, when they come from the docks, they would check in here. There's a checkpoint where security personnel that look over the docks would be, and there's also like a warehouse here where they would put some of the cargo, the bigger cargo, until it gets put into inventory or checked in, and then gets moved to wherever it needs to go to. You also notice there's things in here, plenty of like heavy machinery, including you see a power loader or two strapped against the wall. The area is pretty quiet. It looks like not... you don't really see signs of the aliens here, but you do find a few more dead personnel, including a few security guards, all of which who have been shot dead. A couple warehouse workers, and then like a security personnel or two.
Any assholes hiding the ambush? Us?
If you want to give me a... Well, you made an observation roll. You don't see anything, O'Connell.
Okay. C to C. Doc C.
At this point, Weaver comes back to you guys, and she says, all right, I'm going to need you guys to open one of these hangar doors. I don't have a way to open them from out here.
Copy that.
So there's basically four separate...
A big red button for hangar open?
Yeah. So basically there's four separate like hangars, and then where the big ship is attacked, this right here is like a huge umbilical that can be sent out to attach, and you guys can tell that is for massive ships like the Tambatam, like a cruiser or a frigate. These other ones are individual hangars that would be able to fit a drop ship sized vessel. And I believe they are, these ones, when you look through them, they are all currently empty, and you do not find really anything here, not even any bodies.
We don't see any like booby traps or anything that might like explode when we open the doors.
Well, if you want to give me an observation roll for something like that.
Okay. Nope.
All right. Your stress and everybody else's stress goes up by 1.
So cool.
How do you do this?
I'm gonna point out I'm back at 7.
Yeah, I'm at 7 now too.
8.
You have another nap relief. I got one.
I do. Yeah, you want to take one? Yeah.
Hey, you don't find anything, Cruz.
You know what?
Cool.
Just for the story of it, because I am addicted to it now, I'm gonna take the nap relief.
Can we just fucking go?
Wow.
I think you're still gonna get like an agility penalty, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't need that anyway, bud. You don't need your agility.
Brother, you don't need any of that. We're just taking our drugs because we like them.
All right. Well, you are at another -1 to your agility, and you now must take a stamina. So you're at -2. You must make another stamina test. This one is at -1.
Oh, buddy.
My God.
Probably don't need stress.
Probably.
Yeah. So you see Reed begins to inject himself with his 3rd dose of nap relief, and you can see his hands are shaking as he's doing this, Cruz. And you can see like he's like instinctively, like not instinctively, like not even thinking about it. As he's doing this, you actually see like he licks his lips a little bit.
Hey, Reed, save the potty for after the mission, okay?
Stressing out here, man.
Why did you even do that? We were.
We're
If you'd
leaving.
like to
I'm
make-
already addicted.
If you'd like to make an observation roll, you may do so. 3 dice!
Why the fuck did you do
This
that?
fucking guy is like, Ben, I'm gonna take a dark deal to pass the observation roll to see the sign that you already told me about. Wow.
All right, so you guys get into town, and
Is
you
there-
see the
is there
largest
an
building
inn?
is an inn, and it's towering over the other buildings that are one story. Hey, is there an inn? Yeah, you can take a perception. I failed. I'm going to roll a dark deal for this.
It's 100% happened. It's a fact, folks. Go
Actual
listen.
canonical event.
Yeah, go listen to it. It actually happened. Okay. You do not see any booby traps. Would you like to push?
You fucking push right now. Motherfucker.
He stresses. Oh my god. On his one
Reed.
stress dice, he panics.
Reed.
Reed, you are starting to feel a buzz that you
Oh.
are really enjoying.
Oh yeah, I'm lit.
Kind of lights a cigarette.
What's the holdup here, fellas? Anytime.
I pressed the big red button to let you in.
All right, I see it. And yeah, you see the decompression starts to happen for the hangar, and your dropship, trial by fire, your second dropship, let's not forget, lands and eventually repressurizes, and you guys are all waiting for something horrible to happen or some sort of explosive device to go off, but there is no earth-shattering kaboom. There's no swarm of aliens. There's no countdown to imminent destruction. Mostly because I forgot about that, but that's okay. Yeah, I realized I forgot something at the end of last session, but that's okay. I don't think it would have mattered.
The way you commandos did have a Predator self-destruct device.
Well, no, actually, what I had pointed out is that you saw a device on his wrist was flashing. What you guys would have discovered is that the commandos had sabotaged the reactors and the life support, and it was tied to the commander's device. And when he died, it automatically would have triggered, which would have set the reactors to overload. It would have been a countdown, and then upon exploring, you would have discovered that they had strapped a bunch of electroshock grenades to the life support system, and it's completely fried, and eventually the station will not have oxygen. But it'll take a while for that to happen, but it's unrepairable. It's just completely slagged.
I think we have spacesuits.
Rip.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe that happened. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe it didn't actually self-destruct. You're not sure.
Maybe
but...
he's still alive. We killed him just enough.
Oh, that's
So his
even...
heartbeat.
Oh,
He's like Raul Julia in the Street Fighter, just
yeah, he's in a coma,
giving him CPR. His suit is so advanced it gives him CPR.
Oh, dude, that's actually brilliant. I mean, it's like Gordon Freeman's suit, right? Like minor fracture detected. That's brilliant. That's a great idea for an item. Yeah. Unfortunately, Cruz is still in the other room, so he gets dragged off by an alien and never see him again.
No!
Yeah. Luckily, he handed off the secretary to you guys before he disappeared.
There's so many walls. I tried to move hundreds of times and he just wouldn't let me.
Try harder, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know how long it took to put walls on this entire map?
Brother, I feel for you. I built walls on that stupid one map, and I wanted to die.
It took several sessions. Okay, this was not done in one session, but
oh yeah,
but it's fine. You are able to get on board your dropship, and you can finally leave Lamont Station with Secretary De la Cruz still in one piece. And several survivors. Yeah, there's like half the shuttle's filled by the time you guys get on board from all the other people you rescued. And you got a few more to bring with.
And a brand new psychological trauma to remember it by.
That's right.
Hey, but you survived a hit from the Crusher.
Yeah, and a few addictions, too.
With only a concussion. That's amazing.
I tried,
a really
folks.
good helmet.
I tried. Just can't-
Someone did die, but it was an NPC who, level 1, should not have been on this mission.
Yeah.
Hey, at least she was to take the front of the damage.
That's on Roy, actually.
So, you guys start to load up, and Herschel and Weaver, are happy to see that you guys are okay. Although the mood is obviously a bit somber when you bring Thrace's deceased body with you. All right, are we ready to go here, Tagar?
Yeah, get us out of here.
All right.
Please.
So you guys take off, and eventually you start to leave Lamont Station behind you. As you do, you can see the orbital battle taking place in the distance. Massive explosions and lights going off from the ship-to-ship weaponry, and it's kind of a surreal moment. And Weaver's like, "Are we going back to the Tambatam? What's the plan here?"
I think we need to get to a medical. We need to get De la Cruz to a medical station somewhere, right?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Is the Tam safe at this point?
No, the
How's that?
Tambatam is in the middle of the fight.
How's the fight going?
Well, we're about to find out. So, we'll switch it back over here. At this point, you guys have completed your mission. So, at this point, the stolen UPP cruiser, destroyer, has basically reached the point where it's about to start breaking atmosphere and make planetfall. I need another roll from you guys.
I feel like it's got to be Scaarr because he rolled the fucking hottest tonight.
Don't do that to me.
Brother,
15.
you can kill it. I believe in you.
15 dice.
Redemption rules.
Come on, get 15 out of 15.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. That's good. 4. It takes 3 more points of damage. It is starting to smoke. If we were on board, we would see systems beginning to fry. However, it begins to make its final descent. You guys have 1 shot left to bring this thing down as it gets just beyond the range of the guns, and the Tambatam is attempting to lock on and trying to make one last desperate attempt to stop this ship from landing. Who's it gonna be?
Lock it.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Is it enough? It had 4 health remaining.
Oh, no.
A few more explosions rock the ship as it begins to break atmosphere, and you can't tell if it's just intentionally crashing towards the planet or if you've done enough damage that it's having trouble landing, or it's trying to break through the atmosphere to make sure that even if it doesn't land, it crashes. Whatever the case may be, you watch in horror as this thing breaks through the atmosphere and begins to make this this final descent. It is at this point that you notice the Tambatam breaks off from the rest of the fight, and you can all tell it's making a beeline to try to intercept the destroyer. And you watch in horror as the last thing you see is the Tambatam crashing headfirst into the destroyer.
Yeah.
And they both go up in a massive explosion that completely incinerates both ships.
That's so rad. I don't know the song.
Massive
Yeah, Kyle's just
respect,
looking out the
Roy.
viewport, just fucking speechless, like was grabbing a cigarette to light it and just stopped halfway when the Tambatam collided.
Everyone on board the shuttle is in utter silence or awe or despair. As for you guys, you watch what's basically been your home for the last year disappear in a fireball.
Weaver, who was still on that ship?
I think, well, the sergeants and Roy at least. And she clicks over and she's like, Tambatam, come in. This is trial by fire. Tambatam, please respond. And there is no response.
Sergeant Green Squad still there?
She's like, no, they were deployed to another tower. I think they're still on the station.
They have a pickup.
I'm checking. They have their own drop ships, so I forget the pilot's name. I think it's Eckert.
I think
Get in
that's-
contact. Get in
Yeah.
contact with Eckert.
I can't remember if Eckert died when that shuttle got shot down.
I feel like
Oh, that's
Eckert
right.
survived, but was really injured.
Yeah, I think the co-pilot died, or they were both
Yeah.
really injured. I think she survived, so yeah, she's like, yeah, you can tell, like, Weaver's a little discombobulated. She's like, yeah, the Eckert was supposed to pick him up.
Herschel, get in contact with them. We gotta link up when they're ready to be pulled off station.
Right away, Sergeant. I'm sorry, Corporal.
Arnold punches the view window. Like, Bond's gonna fucking pay.
I think that is a perfect note to end the session on. As we say goodbye to the Tambatam and whoever might have still been on board. Thank you for joining us tonight, listeners. This concludes the Siege of Lamont Station. Join us next week as we jump into our final scene of downtime and head towards the finale of the Frontier War. Same time, same place. Signing off.